Hello, nurse. Eagle's Nest, Monday, September 8th. This is our new start of the new season, meaning no more Thursdays. No more Thursdays Digimon. It's kind of sad, but we'll see. We'll see what you, what was I gonna say? We'll see. We'll just see. I don't know. We'll see what gets replaced on Thursdays. We'll see if we can do another tournament of a different game, or it's probably just gonna be me playing Cyber Sleuth for a bit. But I think the driving force of this channel is definitely just card game fun. So if it's not that, then or at least I want to if we're doing something that's not that, I want to keep pushing towards that. So that's kind of my brain set. I do have some fun nerd stuff to share with my Digimon team, because crowd. I guess we can be a team, but I got some fun stuff to share with my Digimon crowd. I get to be a nerd out a little bit, mail day, if you will. But our first regional happened, right? Yesterday, no, not yesterday. Sorry, Saturday. Saturday the regional happened, and Machinedramon coming out on top for once is insane, immaculate. It was very funny. It kind of makes sense though. I'm not super surprised. Like, I definitely felt like all this new stuff, like Machinedramon was cooking. You ended up getting 27th on Saturday. Dude, that's so good. That's actually like unironically like stupid good. That's top 30. Like, I know it's always like the goal is always top 16. Like, I don't know how you're feeling about 27th, but I know that's like a lot of like, there's different mindsets, and the mindset I'm focusing on is like, I didn't get my invite, which true, you didn't get your invite, but like when you get 27th or something at a regional, like I feel like that's proof of like if like that is like, how do I word this? Like, that's proof that you can do it. Just like a slightly better run, a slightly like more favorable like matchup, like suddenly you're in top 16 or you're undefeated, right? Like getting top 32 pretty much proves that you are capable as a player. And now it's like, well, what is everybody else doing? Like, what is like the RNG? Like, how was your RNG that day? You know what I mean? So that's just kind of my mindset on these kind of things. All I know is that my Machinedramon friend is absolutely enjoying the top 16. Hell yeah. No, there's it's like I'm surprised. Like, I'm sure there's gonna be a Ben video about it eventually. Like he's like the premier Machinedramon YouTuber content guy. So I'm expecting something from video wise from Ben. Could have gotten top 16 if a Gallant opponent didn't slow play me when I had game on board. That's fair, man. That sucks. Yeah, what you play will form, but most importantly, like, it's hard. Slow playing will always be a thing, but it's like, you kind of just gotta eat the L and just play faster. Like, something I recommend people start doing is like, start playing your turns with a 60-second counter. And force yourself to play as fast and as optimally as possible. Like, just like practice 60-second turns. And if you go over 60 seconds, that's it. You have to force your turn to end. Like, do not allow yourself to play it. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, when you start speed running yourself like that, you save a lot of time, and you don't let your opponent slow play you because you're playing so fast. I definitely think it's just something. I think that's just the best thing you can do is to prevent getting slow played. You can always call a judge, right? Obviously, but that's always awkward and it's always hard. Sheesh. Virus Imperial Gaming. Oh, you were on Virus Imperial. Nice. So you would have been like the only Virus Imperial, because I know we were afraid of Virus Imperial doing well, and not afraid of it doing well, but like that was like the boogeyman, right? It was Omni DNA, Virus Imperial, Gallant. Did Digipanda come out with the video with all the statistics yet on like what topped, how much of it? I've been getting sneak previews because, imagine this, we're friends. Weird flex, but okay. But yeah, I just don't know if he hasn't posted the video or not, because there's some interesting stats in there that I'm not going to spoil, but definitely waiting on that video. I know someone has posted a video on like all the stats, like all 355 decks or whatever. So many Mugen tops. Wolfhorn, are you just talking about the top 16? Yeah, I definitely have. I mean, if you're just talking about the top 16, I've posted a video on it. Ride my avatar. I felt kind of bad. Like I don't. Do I talk about this now? Let's see how many people are watching. 13. I felt kind of bad. Like, so on Eggman events in general, we like to, like, so a tournament happens typically on Saturday. We usually get the deck list that day or like the next morning. Like if we really wanted to, we could have the data out there within like 2 to 3 hours with how fast me and Eggman tend to get some of this stuff. But we've just decided, like, it was just kind of an not an unspoken rule, but it's just like part of what we do on eggmanevents.com, where we kind of want to wait till the Monday. Not only is it like a consistent day, because we don't always get the list right away, right? So sometimes it's like that's Sunday night and we're rushing to make the page, we're rushing to make the pie chart, we're rushing to make the video, right? It happens that Sunday and then Monday. So it gives us some buffer in case, like, you know, some tournaments are slower or whatever. So you can always be like, Monday, I get my top 16, and kind of consistency is important there. But what like that also does that I feel like goes underappreciated. I guess it's not underappreciated or something, but it's like, I really value, because like at the end of the day, the top 16, like, just because I put, like, we have all the data, and I really try really hard not to make those videos about me. If they happen to be on my channel and we happen to be the one reporting on it, but like at the end of the day, you're celebrating the top 16 players, right? And part of that is, in my opinion, you should, like, the reason we give them the little delay is to give, if a content creator tops, right, we want to give them that little bit of space to post it first, post their deck profile first, right? Like, get the first word in, get the views or whatever, because it's about them, right? At the end of the day, the top 16 is about those players. And so if you're a content creator and you manage the top 16, I want them to get the first say. But like, it's just tough. So like, but this video, we posted out as soon as possible. It just felt kind of bad. Like, I know I got the wrong Sean, but Sean Correra is a Dude Destined, right? And they posted their video like today. The traction's kind of, I know Panda and Curiosity are trying to help with the traction on that video, but it was like, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, I don't know. And then I know Ride My Avatar put his was even before mine, and like he was rushing to get it out even before like having the names. And I was like, I don't know if that's like the world we want to live in with this kind of thing. And then at 7:30 tournament starting, I should really focus on getting that's my, I'm probably going to revisit that rant at some point, but that, just so you know, is like, you guys know me, I like telling you guys where my brain is at with a lot of these things. Sorry, I have to refocus. I got to see where we at with Eagles. That's a good healthy amount of people. They're still in the player meeting, so we're good. We haven't missed anything yet. But man, Machijimon topping is sick as hell, by the way. Like, no one was expecting that, so I'm really happy that Machijimon, like, something that like most people didn't have on their radar. Like, sure, there's probably a tier list where, like, you know, Hyper Coliseum's like, you know, Machijimon kind of gas now. And I feel that like, but like, I don't think anyone expected like it winning or 4 of them at the top, which even then 4 is not a lot, like in the grand scheme of things. Like, was that 25% of it's like 16? Yeah, which I think like we had what was it, the final count was like 12 different decks in our top 16. That is sick. Grant, I had a big comment today, because at the end of my top 16 video, I kind of like talked about like, all right, so the meta's diverse. That's one side of a healthy format, but how are decks winning? Blah, blah, blah. And I had a big kind of yap about like, is the way decks winning right now healthy? And is that part of our meta healthy? And, you know, we can have opinions one way or the other about it, but there was a big comment on my top 16 video about it. I don't think I've done it. I never do those big comments justice when I reply to them. I just don't think I ever could. I'm not a writer at all. I do not write. If you guys have ever been in my DMs, I'm very short with people, and it's not like a person. It's just like, I don't know. Like, I can yap. I cannot write. I just do not have the ability to pay attention and like spell that much. It really comes down to spelling. I hate sitting there spelling for like. I'd rather just make it quick and simple. Let me catch up on chat. Virus Imperial. So many Mugen tops. We had the data available in this regionals. We had that. What do you mean Blight Dragon? Like the top 16, we had it available. Digipanda was able to get the entirety of the 355. So again, expect that video eventually. I don't know if it was made public, but like when you're Digipanda, you just have friends, right? Gotta head out and play in the tournament. See a peaceful form. Their entirety of the tournament, not just Digipanda had the entirety of the tournament. And do we get Renegade Luxuria? He's always playing something cool. Chaos Carnage is there. Do we get them early? I got my friend Mac versus Cygnus, which is so funny because they were playtesting with each other for like hours. Oh, that's so funny. To hit the guy round one. Looks like we only got 16 people tonight. That's a little sad, but oh well. All right, you know what? We're just going to go table one. We're going to go to Mun Fusion. Mun Fusion versus, I always have like this stupid Shogun. We've seen this person. We've seen the playmat before. So here, let me get everything up and running for you guys so we can actually talk about this. Oh, they're already. Oh, they're resolving Mulligan. We're not too late. Okay, I'm chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling. Transition. Let me flip the bottom one. I 100% agree that diversity alone does not mean health. Yeah. That's why I kind of brought it up in my top 16 video a little bit. There's a really big comment on a guy's opinion on the situation. That's what I was referring to. But yeah, no, it definitely, both matter. Both are definitely important because it's at the end of the day, like people sit down and look at Digimon and like, it's too fast. It's not fair. Like sometimes like, I know a lot of people like to think like, was it the Marvel versus Capcom 3 idea of like, well, if everything brokens, nothing's broken and it's just fun. Yeah, but when you get when everything's a touch of death, am I really playing the game anymore? Like I think Dragon Ball Fighters is also like that now, which I don't know. Looks like we got Green Imperial versus Gallant. Oh, fun. I like it when we see how diverse the actual is instead of just looking at top 16. That's fair. No, 100% the like full like tournament spread data is fun to have. I gotta tell you though, it's a lot of work. Like when that Digimon or Digipanda video comes out, please give that guy a like because he was sitting there. He spent hours and like we don't get paid for this, homie. He spent out because look. Because we're not a leader game, right? It's not just, ST5 Luffy, green purple Luffy deck, Sanji purple blue deck, right? Digipanda has to sit there and individually categorize all 355 decks. And you have to double check for nuances because is this DM Machine Dramon versus purple base? It's not a lot. That's like if you look at two decks side by side, it's not a lot. But again, like when you upscale it to 355 decks, those little differences that you got to look out for get really tedious, right? I'd rather win or lose fast than go to time and tie. I'm with you, Antonio. In terms of like I would rather lose to Gallantmon than lose to 7 Demon Lords, right? To me, I feel like this is something like, again, like this is just Risu rants, I guess, but I feel like oftentimes when you play against 7 Demon Lords, you've lost the game by turn 3 or turn 4. You just don't know it yet, or a lot of players don't realize it yet, and then you play out an extra 4 or 5 turns that make you feel like you're getting to play the game, but in reality, it's just 7 Demon Lords winning. Digipanda goated for real, for real. Yeah, 100%. Please, like, when that video comes out, leave a like or something. Give it all the love it deserves, I guess was the point of that little rant. Blue Green Imperial, a nice little quick 2 checks here. Not needing to Davis Ken to DNA is always kind of cool to see. Like, I am a data person too, so I get it. I get what it takes and then the work put in. Yeah, for sure. I know you have like the entire catalog of like everything and everything. Not everything and everything, but a lot. Like, you probably have more than anybody. I don't think, do you do recap videos though on that data? I know you have the data, but I don't feel like you leverage. Am I crazy to think you don't leverage it like content wise as much? I could feel the vibe of like not wanting other people to yoink it, because that's 100% gonna happen. Not saying that I would. I don't really. I don't want to say I stay in my lane, but I'm like, I'm not. You know, I don't know where I'm going with that, but like, I'm not gonna make a video on the Digipanda video, and it's not really out of respect for Digipanda. It's just like, you know what, let them have it. You know, like, I don't need. Do I like? The question becomes, do I need to? I don't know where I'm going with that, but do I like? The question becomes, do I need to make that video and also get my opinion out there for things like that? I guess it helps that I have a stream to do this instead, honestly. But like, the stream's my thing, so I can do whatever the F I want on my stream. I used to calculate the entire... Yeah, I remember you calculated the meta, 100%, that's what I'm saying, but I don't think you ever really made videos on it though, right? This is 100% true about DL. I hate having to play out the extra turns. Yeah, 100%, Damien. At least you know what I'm picking up. Well, there's other decks that do that too. I forget, like, Demon Lords is always my prime example because it's so, to me, it's so obvious. But there are other decks that, like, you've lost by turn 3 or 2. You don't know it yet. I just can't think of what those decks are at the moment. Oh, you did? Oh, okay. No, I'm just wrong. I've been so not watching other people's content since, like, it's been like, I guess since around starting the streams, I kind of just stopped focusing on, like, and whenever I have a guest, I will make sure to, like, all right, like, let me review their most recent content, so I have, like, things to talk about, help them promote themselves, and be like, oh, you just did a deck list on this, you know, stuff like that. Like, you know, be a good host, right? But I definitely don't. I definitely don't keep up. Like, it is just not what I daily ingest anymore. Right now, what is my personal YouTube account saying right now about me? My personal YouTube, I have Alpha Investments because it's just Tokon, Marvel Tokon, APS Amplifier. I really like their Amplifier podcast because they just talk about anything. Some Final Fantasy 14 BS. Some, I'm getting Gundam, but I don't really watch Gundam content. Peak, a lot of Peak content. Some Time Stranger stuff is coming. Stuff like that. Anyway, Gallant was able to clear the security, and in this position, I don't think Imperial can win. Like, we can't make a DNA, right? Like, we needed Davis Ken, and not having the Davis Ken kind of blows. Do you watch Maximilian, dude? Yeah, I do. He's my like, he will perpetually be my role model for what I want my channel to one day be. I would love it if I could just have this channel be about every single card game and celebrate card games as a whole. Like, that is so good. Like, that, he is the reason why I don't F with, like, oh, Risu wants to do Gundam, go make a Gundam channel. Oh, Risu wants to do Grand Archive, do a Grand Archive channel. One Piece, go make a One Piece channel. Like, he is He is absolutely the inspiration for that for me. Like, it is my channel. You come to Risu to hang out with Risu and just see whatever the hell he's yapping about this time. Gallant, oh, stripping the sources is huge. We hard play the Imperial, and then that's so good for us. In terms of, like, I mean, sure, we're probably going to see the Gallant X, right? We're probably going to see the Gallant X. We're going to, like, delete the hell out of this thing, probably. Unless we don't have it, but, like, I think this stops the OTK, right? Oh, we're going to start digging. Are we trying to get Rush? Oh, Crimson. Crimson might change things. There's nothing in the trash for... There's nothing in the trash for Gallant? Oh, not going to take the Crimson. Okay. I was going to say maybe Crimson mode OTKs us. I don't know if Imperial has 10 cards in trash, though. Are you going to DigiFest? I am indeed going to DigiFest Dallas. Thank you for reminding me once again that I'm trying to look for plastic acorns to hand out to people. Otherwise, I hope Eggman's bringing stickers. Because it was so fun passing out Eggman stickers. Dexdoru too. It's mostly a control deck. Yeah, I can see Dexdoru also counting as that. Yeah, he just dead if he has Gallant X. No, I don't think so. Like with the source strip, I don't think he's just dead to Gallant X, right? Because it's trash one, swing one, unsuspend swing another one. So you need one more check. Okay, War Growl. Still digging. Are we digging for Gallant X? Oh, we're trying. No, I think we're trying to get to zero memory. Protoform. Okay. Pop a 10k, whatever, sure. Still, I think, are we still trying to draw for it? Rush Gallant. Ah, okay, that's the extra check. Never mind, chat. And then overflow 10,000. So now we just need, well, we still need the Gallant X in this spot, right? This is 2 checks at security. We're gonna gain 2 memory. It's kind of nasty. And go to 6. Oh yeah, we go to 6 because of the War Growl. 1 more check. Oh, Omni X. I guess Omni X also gets us there, right? Yeah, it shows the card. Takato? Oh, Omni X. Okay, wait, why did we play the Takato? Oh, wait. Wait, no, wait, what? Oh, to pass turn. Just to just for lulz to pass turn, I guess. Sure. Whatever. Hey, can't wait to see you again. Repping Tommy again. Yeah, dude. I've been telling chat nonstop. If you see me in Dallas, say hi. I don't care who I'm talking to, and I've said it before. And I genuinely mean. Let me speak for every content creator right now. If you see them talking to John Bandai himself, still say hi, because nothing is a bigger advertisement for a content creator than random fucking people coming up and wanting to talk to you about how good your content. Thanks for your content. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Right, that is the greatest gift you could give to a content creator at an event like that. At least I think so. Maybe I'm crazy, but I don't know. That's how I feel about it. I'm so excited for Bandai Card Fest. It'll be my first one. They're pretty fun. It's hard. It's the over under on is it worth it to fly out even if you're not in a tournament or something is questionable. And I know my one friend Cyber plays in Eagles Nest sometimes. Cyber unfortunately Cyber's kind of spoiled in how good fighting game conventions are for just being able to fly and the experience, right? And so they compare it to fighting games, and they're always man, fight it card games suck. And I'm like, you know what, brother, he's not wrong. It's not wrong at all. You're in it for day one. Nice. That's hype. For sure. Then that's completely worth it. You're going to have a blast. I am still sad that when they interviewed me in Florida, that footage has yet to be used. Oh, they interviewed people? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't. When it comes to play TCG and like weird stuff, not weird stuff, but like ancillary stuff like that, I never have high hopes of seeing the light of day. Like there's been multiple years now from national events where they've recorded every single round and done this and that and wanted to like post dub the rounds and put it on YouTube for people, and never happened. Never a lot of that footage never sees the light of day. And that's just stuff I know through like Digipanda, Louis the Panda, Eggman. So I never have hope. Like if they record you for something, like I don't never expect it. I hope so. Even if I don't make day 2, for sure. I think it's fun. They always give you like a scavenger hunt. It's fun to get merch. Dallas is really cheap. I don't know where you're from, but for me, it was like $100 both ways flight. And then I'm splitting the hotel for like 4 days, and the hotel is gonna run me like $100. So for $200, like I get like this whole little mini vacation. It's kind of worth, honestly. This was Bandai Direct. They were looking for Digimon players to interview and shill for them. Oh, interesting. Yeah, no clue. Speaking of flights, Spirit seems to be not doing well. In what way? Because my flight is Spirit. Wait. Don't do this to me. All right. Oh, Gallant has played in the back, played in the front, and now is digivolving the Gallant in the front. Oh, Davis Ken, though. That might put us back in this game. I know at the start of this turn, at the start of this game, Imperial bricked, right? They didn't have the rookie turn 1. Oh, but we might have something. All right, first Davis Ken. Un, dos, trois. You got it. Oh my god, you got it. You have to take the XV, right? I guess it depends on what your hand is, but you have. Oh no. Oh, yeah. And they're probably hating themselves. They probably needed that Wormmon. Oh, they probably needed that Wormmon. Ah, that bites, chat. That bites. All right, Lydramon. Ooh, looks like they kind of needed that Wormmon. All right, Digivolve for 2. We're gonna end of turn DNA. Gain 1 memory. The 1 memory is mandatory. Okay, good. Strip all of them sources. All of them. Gone. Gain 2 more memory. Now we can play the game. Maybe see a progenitor. Swing it to security. Okay. Draw 1. Only 1. It's just a Geo. That's fine. Looking at like a dragon mode, maybe suspend the Takato. Trap card dragon? Is it? Yeah, it's the trap card dragon mode that lets you like suspend a guy to unsuspend yourself. But we would need the progenitor. Jamming's a busted keyword. No primogenitor. Damn. Okay, that's gonna let us unsuspend. Dang, 1 memory off from really pulling off what we wanted. They are cutting back on where they are flying in and out because of them trying to avoid bankruptcy. Okay. Okay, cool. I thought like their planes are falling out of the sky. I was gonna be. $100 both ways is crazy cheap. Yeah, it is. It is crazy cheap. Frontier was even cheaper at some point, and I was kind of mad I missed out on that. But to be fair, I'm in Florida. Texas to Florida has never been bad for us. I've been out of competitive play since last year. All y'all have a great time at Nat. I'll be at Halloween Horror Nights at a Universal in Orlando. Oh, yeah, it's funny because oh man, I used to go. Me and my World of Warcraft guild go every year. At this point, it's a tradition. We go every year to Halloween Horror Nights. Everyone flies in and we just have a good old World of Warcraft time. And this year we're not doing that because we're going to a wedding. But yeah. No, Halloween Horror Nights is always fun. I don't no complaints there. Spirit Airlines picks you up in a metal tube and throws you across the world. They do their job. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, Alan. So we promoted. We go War Growl. Did we? No, this is old X Antibody. Okay. Oh, we're gonna Digivolve by effect. All right. Trap card. This is why you run it. How many sources? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're good. I think we're about to see good old fighter come down. Yeah. Gonna get rid of it. Huh? Is the sources not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? No. Yeah, we have 7 sources to the 6 sources. Oh, all turns were protected. All turns. Right. I forget where. Yeah. I forget this Gallant is disgusto. Paladin. Just go all the way, right? You can't unsuspend, but okay, cool. 1 memory. Minus enough. That's gonna pop it, right? Ugh. Oh, that hurts. We have partition though. I was gonna say you can't do that Wormmon. That's not how that works. Or the V-Money. That's not how that works. We don't gain 2 memory, but ugh, that bites. If it's X, it's all turns. Gallant X is all turns. No. No, I was talking about the Gallant. We didn't bounce the Gallant because it was protected as well, right? It's your turn. That one's your turn. The one on board was the yeah. There's I forget which one that one is. That one's the what? The 17, 18 Gallant that gets blocker. Why didn't the Gallant X unsuspend? Oh, because we gained memory back? To be, It deleted the fighter and then we gained the memory, so then we, yeah, okay. Oh, it deleted the fighter. Right. Okay, never mind. Okay. A lot of little rulings in there. Right, forgot about that. Thank you. Trying to see where we want to do this medieval play, but I feel like we're chilling. I mean, we have 5 memory to work with. Like, now's the time to play, right? Like, if Imperial can't make a DNA play here, we're just cooked. Paildramon effect? Oh, no, it's Turtle Sovereign. So, like, the reason I was questioning the unsuspend is because at some point, our homies are immune to Digimon effects, right? So then we would get the unsuspend because we're ignoring Paildramon. But I think we, like, someone corrected me on it. They deleted the fighter. It's delete or unsuspend. Since you deleted something, you don't unsuspend. So thank you, Alan, for that. Yeah, Prino also covering me on the Gallant and Ace shenanigans. We go XV, Sting, nice. Okay, we got the full DNA play here. Hopefully we drew into another level 5. Yeah, we do still have the end of turn. Gain 2 memory because of our 4s are busted. And then we go back up to 3 memory because our tamers are busted. And I gotta remind my wife about something. All right. Digimon can't unsuspend now. What's up, Beverly? That is not even how you say that. It's not even how you say that. That's just who you are in my brain. We're gonna swing. We don't get a lot of draw here, if any, which kind of sucks for Imperial Dramon. Scramble. Really? Really? If Gallant didn't need to win more. Yeah, we did do the medieval Gallant. We played two. Remember, we played a rookie off of both our tamers, and then Gallant triggered on the second one, and then we played a third rookie. We actually played this purple green Wormmon was the one that was played third after our Davis Kents. New Bancho Leomon? Oh, that's exciting. Tell me how they made another Garurumon that doesn't digivolve on Garurumons, though. Insanity. Insanity. Is the Wormmon mandatory? Or are they kind of misplaying right now? Let me see something. Card.def. Wormmon. Where is this Wormmon? This Wormmon says... Oh, yeah, well, you can whiff on the suspend one of your opponent's Digimon from this purple Wormmon. That's annoying. Okay, I thought maybe we could suspend this Guillaumon, but nah, that's not happening. Thank you. Trap card Dragon Mode comes down again. We're gonna suspend, unsuspend. Okay, cool. Swing, Dragon. What could we see here? We see like what? Swing Dragon. Why didn't we swing into medieval? I guess we're scared of the rookie. Primogenitor. Fighter mode? It's gonna get rid of, what do you get rid of here in your guys' opinion? It's gotta be the X, right? Like, you're most afraid of the X? Scramble, they took more time picking up the card, but the rookies immediately tosses it. Always get rid of medieval? Okay. I guess the board is suspended. So medieval is the scariest effect, right? Because you just play something suspended and now you're popping a fighter mode. All right, I'll give you that. I definitely think Secret Rare, what are these? So promo Gallant could come down. Medi can threaten to delete the fighter. That's true. Yeah. I was following that. So yeah, we can't secret rare Gallant, but we can promo Gallant. Promo Gallant will come down for pretty cheap. Imagine Scramble. Oh, we're going Crimson. Yeesh. Okay. Scramble into Crimson. Overflow 4. Oh, wait. Do we just have Paladin? Strip all the sources one more time. Resetting the trash. That's still, I still think we could play promo Gallant though. As funny as I'm, as funny as a guy I am, I think resetting the trash does hit the promo. Yeah, we're scooping it up. We're going to game 3. Oh, resetting the, I forgot about resetting the trash. It probably wasn't. You could still probably play promo Gallant, put them to 10, but partition comes in, etc., etc. New Bancho is fun. I have a hard time taking your opinion seriously. Let me see. Let's see what this Bancho does, everyone. I don't see it in my. It's not in my Discord yet. My bots are slacking. Everybody's bots are slacking. I don't have access to the it's been a minute since I've gone all the way to the official Bandai Discord. All right, I found the official Bandai Discord. Leaks and reveals. Red yellow? Why is it red yellow? What the I promised today I would not get mad at Bandai. I promised I wouldn't get mad at Bandai. Bum, they couldn't make it blue? There's no like there's no need for a blue, like we just still don't want a blue, like blue Leomon's just forgotten about. That's just, anyway, for those that don't know, I'm putting on the screen for a little bit. Let me read it to you guys and tell you a bedtime story. Bancho Leomon, Beastkin Boss CS Vaccine Mega. It's a level 6, shocking. Is a red yellow. Digivolves on red yellow level 5s for 4 cost, but level 5 with Leomon in its name or CS trait for 3. Sick. So chaos support, right? Valder arm support, even not, was it not chaos support? Yeah, it's chaos. Yeah. When this card would be played, if your opponent has a Digimon with 10k or more, reduce it by 5, so plays for 7, which is where most Bandai usually puts these hard playable level 6s, is like around that 7 cost, right? On play when digivolving one of your, oh, but this doesn't have the Chronicle trait or the Excel trait, so that's kind of dog. On play when digivolving, one of your other Digimon may digivolve into a level 6 or lower card with Leomon in its name or CS in trait in the hand. There's no good Leomons to digivolve into. Okay, so it's a CS card. Is there a DNA? Is there like a level 7 DNA? I guess this is a red card, so you could technically go into Omni DNA. Like this could potentially be an Omni DNA card. End of your turn. Once per turn, one of your Digimon gains raid for the turn. Then that Digimon may attack. Sure. I mean, it's an uncommon. I guess the power level isn't supposed to be high, but giving things raid can't be bad. This 12k base. Yeah, it's a card. It is. Is blue? No. Rainbow Leomon is blue? No. Yeah, but we're leaving Jerry in the past. That's crazy. BT9 Leo X is blue. BT9? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ever since BT9, we gave up. That's my point. You guys are proving my point. We've like that was the last time Leovod was blue. Or you can. Ooh. Okay, I can see. This is kind of nasty for... Yes. Or you can. Oh. If you have a way to, like, DNA it, right? But still, I see the idea. It is fun. It is very funny that Blitz is dead. I do not know. I don't get why they don't just use the keyword at all. I guess, like, they don't want to print the reminder. It's easier to say it may attack than it is to print a keyword and then print the reminder text of that keyword. I could see that. But then they put raid on this thing and there's no reminder text of what raid is. So I don't know. Also Blitz is very specifically when the memory gauge is passed. So yeah, they just, you know, power creep their own keywords. We have super evade, we have super barrier, we have super, like, plenty of stuff. I think raid's gonna be raid is probably one of the few keywords that won't get is out of the newer keywords we've gotten over the years, raid is probably the one that doesn't get power crept by wording. And from there, yeah, like, I don't know, I could see, like, opposite raid, right? I could see bully. Like, what do we want to call it? Like, bullying? You just, like, swing at the lowest DP? That'd be funny. You can DNA into... You, like, okay, so you guys are saying you could DNA. But the problem, like, the end of the end all be all, though, is, like, this card isn't triggering the DNA, so you have to find a different way to DNA, right? So you need one of those inheritables that say end of turn DNA. And that's not... I don't think that's as easy to come by as you guys might conceive. The CS Agumons, okay. But are they conditional? And still, that's still only 8 rookies in your deck, by the way. So it's kind of rough. Let's see where this Gobumon's at. End of turn. Okay, so it's just generic. You can DNA. But no, they just DNA into Omni. I guess you could just DNA into Omni. No, they're not generic. No, they are generic. You can DNA into whatever. Bancho Leo from BT22. So that's green, yellow. And this allows you to digi into it. Okay, so then, all right, so the combo is you play this Bancho to digi into your other Bancho, and that gives you green, yellow, red to work with between 2 bodies. Okay, all right. I think I'm seeing it. He isn't Excel. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's not Excel, which is kind of rough. Haven't really talked about this game at all. We got a medieval Gallant on board, and it looks like we're not going to be... Did we play the Vmon? So we played Vmon off Davis Ken, and now we actually have a turn to us now. I think we don't have Stingmon, or XV. That's my guess here, unfortunately. Execute power. I wouldn't say execute is power crept raid. Right, because like execute is very different. Fundamentally, I'm getting rid of the card, by the way. I don't think anyone's gonna miss it. Oh, we raw digivolve into you. So we don't have the backup rookie. what theoretically could, but I don't think so. I don't think, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you can power creep raid. Other than like, oh, just swing into any Digimon, period. Like, that's the only way to power creep raid. Chat, it's not looking good. Chat, it's not looking good for Imperial. We're gonna go Geo X, and we're just gonna go up the line. We're gonna draw every card we need. There's Growl. This one's the one that plays Staccato, right? Francisco, I don't think he is a card for anyone. He can't joggers into Omni. He can't be used in the XL card. Yeah, I'm not overhyping that card. I mean, maybe somebody can prove me wrong, and please do, and I will admit that I'm wrong live on 4K or whatever. I'm not against it. But I don't know. Seems like a whatever card to me, to be honest. But Racer, you're not thinking about the Ordinmon possibilities. I know for a fact that like people are just foaming at the mouth for CS, Angelwomon, and Master or Lady Devi. Oh yeah, we're getting a new Yggdrasil. I forgot about that. Watch it not even be an egg. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh. Watch it not be an egg. Watch it be like a level 7 that you on play like Death Axe. Like Yggdrasil, show the up mode, you know? It could be it's the legendary 5th egg that they've been dreaming of. That's funny. All right. Yeah, Gallant took it. Imperial just couldn't find the cards on time. And honestly, Medieval Gallant is a good card. Imagine that. Ludion would be proud. Let me see if I can find another match for you guys. Let me get Renegade. Or are they done? They might be done. Or are they? They might be done. I mean, they're shuffling pretty hard. All right, let's see. Changing my cameras for you guys. I'm struggling. I cannot find my frames. There we go. Let me actually open the where is the link for tonight's tournament? Here it is. right, no. Man puts himself as Renegade Sora on Limitless, but then his Renegade Luxuria on Discord. You would think a homie would pick a Kingdom Hearts character. That's great. That's insane. I bully out of love, chat. Remember that. I found out the Invincible Fusion helps versus Gallantmon. Absolutely. I still think there is definitely a place for that. Playing Eaters. Oh no. I gotta sit up for this. I don't know a single thing that this deck does. Oh no. Oh no, chat. No. This isn't good. Oh no. I don't know. I legitimately have not read a single Eater card in my whole life. Wait, did I even save it to the right spot? I did not, damn it. Shit. Save. Okay, I'm struggling. Chat, I'm struggling. Okay, I have all the Eaters cards in front of me. We're gonna put it on the screen. Oh, brother. Versus Sun and Moon, too. And Sun and Moon's popping off already. Turn 2, looks like. We're going to get our promo. We got our tamer out. We're going to banana peel. Oh, we're going to do the free banana peel right now. Okay. This is one of the more optimal moments to do it in the combo. Never forget that. But we already have Eater Adam down. Okay. So we can actually loop that errata, and then we actually delete the species form, which is just on play draw, but we can suck it up once it dies, and then Cressumon. Oh, that's painful. Strip the source so we can't play the errata after. That's painful. That's pain. The deck loses, that's all the cards do. Eaters in our lore, in the year of our Lord 2025 is crazy. Yeah, no, 100%. All right, so we get the creepy guy down. I actually don't know his name. At all, but Mirai comes down. Are they all CS cards? They are CS cards. Why are these CS cards? Discarding another errata. Okay, interesting. Put our opponents at 3 because they have the memory setter, and we might be cooked. Let's see. At some point we get to play all the mothers, right? That's the whole point of the deck. That's like the boss monster scenario. At 10 sources. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We're not even close. We're about to lose this turn. Unfortunate. Cressumon. Cressumon, I guess we freeze one of the tamers, but I don't think it matters. I'm not sure what the actually not sure what the white tamer does. Let me get him on the screen. Save. When any of your Digimon with Eater trait are played, by suspending this tamer, gain 1 memory. Oh, okay. So we freeze that. That's important. Then if you have 7 or fewer cards, draw a card. Interesting. Main this tamer as any, place this tamer as any of your eater's bottom Digivolution sources. So we can go from, we have 5. We were like halfway there. Man, oh man, are we banana peeling though? Oh, Trident Arm and Security's funny. All right, another Eater card. Oh, that's from the regional. Oh, I forgot that we got regional versions of all these cards. If Eaters had medieval, they would clear board. True. I can see that. All kinds of shenanigans happening. Ruin? Really? The Ruin has to attack, right? Am I forgetting what Trident Arm does? Oh, it doesn't do the taunt from security. Okay, my bad. My bad. Yeah, end of turn, Diana in a suspense, yeah. Oh, medieval. Nice. But, yeah, this is too rough. Needed to drop the medieval sooner. It's hard to say, right? They might not have had it. They might not have had the medieval. Oh, you go. It's a little bit of a search. Another you go. Another minus 5k as well. It's kind of rough. Just can't play anything. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, we could play our human modes, maybe? Or digivolve our human modes. We go into Cressy. We go into... oh. We're going to go into Gallant X on Suspend Swing for Game. Yep. A good card, and we have the Omni, just showing off that we had Omni X as well, so it's just kind of cooked no matter, realistically, no matter what we did. Probably game. Can't see this. I can't see this not have been game 3. And looking at our other tables, we have It's Mac versus Cygnus still. Yeah, I guess let's cover them for a little bit. Oh, got a fun Levia deck versus, might be at the end of the game if I'm not fast enough. Levi's on board. Oh, versus Omni DNA. Okay. Just spamming out the miraculouses. That's rough. No Nokia's on board, so just relying on Tai there. A little rough. For sure, a little rough. Galaxy is still insane, but it's not topping. So I think there's just certain decks that are beating it pretty handedly right now. I'm still of the belief that like it should not let you digivolve into any level 6s and 7s for free. Like that is insane. Hitting that one of Growlmon. Gonna discard Nidhogg, gain a memory. Or is that timing around? Oh, that's timing around. Our players are done, I think. And they're just showing off. Yeah, they drew. They're just trying to see if they could have won the game. Swing. They probably could have. Would have been an Agumon, and then do we have a way to get game? We don't have the memory for Rush Geo. Yeah, the choke to 1 hurt, and I don't think we have any more memory gain. All right, round 2's up. So that was a draw there. Let me see. So many draws? No, these are all the losses and then the draws. Where'd we go? So we got let's go for V Passion, table 2. I have a passion for V Passion. Isn't that a drink? Isn't like V Passion, or what am I thinking of? Why do I think that's a drink? I stand by the fact that Digimon has a slow play problem. I don't disagree with you. It's just for me, I often look at that situation and look at like you could always play faster yourself, and that's just always been kind of true. Passion fruit. Passion is pomegranate juice. Oh, interesting. When the Agu died, why didn't he gain a memory off of Levi when the Agu died? Oh, true. It was very true. He did not do that. Misplay. So he would have been at 2 memories, so he needed to find. They needed to find 1 more memory. Yeah, that's rough. I went to locals and brought a chess clock. My turns were 20% of the time, but you could always be faster. Is like I don't know. My mentality is like you could always be faster. There are a lot of combos. Like there is a little bit of the game just necessitating longer. I totally agree with Zenitsu there. But like no, that's just true, right? Like I'm not trying to say but this or but and I'm not trying to but and Zenitsu. I'm just saying like it's kind of one of those, my brain immediately goes to it's like nothing we can do about that, right? Like the game is just has more effects, right? So we just need to play faster in response, and like, you know, you got to be willing to be like, hey buddy, play a little faster. Saying it once doesn't make you an asshole. Remember the first few regionals when they finally started to do a proper online tournaments and the amount of ties and 1-0 matches were absurd? Yeah, that's so funny. I mean, the game was just that was like the game was just slower, right? Like both players would brick on rookies and it was just a draw race. I think we should normalize chess clocks. I know like it's not hard to like, because honestly, because like people's first thought is like, well, in chess it's very clearly you know when it's your turn, but in card games you have to wait for responses from your players. All right, hit that button. Like if I'm waiting for a response from my opponent, I'm hitting that button. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, it's my turn to think, it's your turn to think. Like, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to you don't have to literally use the chess clock to literally represent turns. You use the chess clock when you hit the chess clock and put it on your opponent's time when they are the one that has to respond with an answer, right? And that can be and you can say, I choose not to block, I choose not to ace, I choose not to activate this effect, but they like, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. My locals caps at 3 rounds, so I feel you, Alan. And somehow we still find a way to draw ourselves into oblivion. Ugh. So, oh, Royal Knights versus Sun. So 2 Sun and Moon players tonight? Huh. Fair enough. BRB chat. I gotta go get something. Sorry about that, I'm back. At locals yesterday, faced Machine Dramon and Royal Knights, and those decks create the most unfun grind ever. Yeah. I've always, in the back of my mind, had worried about what happens if Machine Dramon gets too good. Because, man, it's that, like, if your deck doesn't have D-Digivolve, you are struggling. Why did we go to 3 rounds? Because people keep drawing. Like, it's like, so the way it goes to 3, we didn't lose a round. We just lose a round because everyone draws. So it's, Digimon is always to the first undefeated. We usually have enough players to play 4 rounds, but then people just don't know how to play fast, man. People don't know how to play fast. They draw, and then that's one less person for undefeateds, and we eventually lose a round when you have too many. No, Nagara, no. Remove the X0. Remove the X0. What are we talking about? Are you talking about draws? Digimon still has draws. I know Gundam doesn't have draws. One Piece doesn't have draws. Digimon still has draws. So I don't know if that's what we're talking about. That's for a premier level events, Nagara. Like that is like when you go to a regional. But locals, you still operate until first undefeated. Pretty sure. The amount of cards on board at the same time besides effect bloat is generally a problem I have with this game. That's fair. It does feel like there's a ton of cards on board all the time. Yeah, Royal Knights is going sicko mode this game. Just kind of seeing everything here and seeing the Digimon Emperor. Such a fun tech. I got some nerd stuff to show off to you guys a little later. Nothing crazy, nothing Digimon related, unfortunately. Soon we'll have some fun Digimon stuff to show off, I think, but not yet. But I don't know. I'm excited. Like someone said it to me the other day, and I'm really excited about Dallas. I'm really excited. This is the first national where I don't think the meta was solved. Like really, like I don't think that's sunk in on the greater player base yet. That this even before like this is our first unified nationals, right? But this is also the first, like, this is the first time, like, a ban list has hit just before it. And we don't know. We don't know what's good. Like, Machinedramon shows up, right? But, like, who's to say there's not a deck that claps Machinedramon, you know? Like, there is, like, I guarantee you plenty of people went to that tournament and saw Machinedramon. Like, no, like, the practice against Machinedramon must not have, like, you know what I mean? Like, people woke up. I feel like even the competitive players saw that tournament and were like, oh, that changes the script. So I don't know. It's an exciting time. We know, we know what some of the most powerful decks are, but like that could change. Like I don't look at Machinedramon and think it's unbeatable, clearly above everything else, right? You don't look at like Gallant can still break, right? Sun and Moon, everyone, like there's so much animosity towards Sun and Moon, right? But Sun and Moon didn't even top. So I just like, it's just going to be so interesting to see like what wins nationals. Oh, they had tournaments and results too. I guess I have to look into those because I did not. TAC when TAC does events, they only do like top 8. They don't even bother showing the top 16. TAC doesn't get 300 plus, sure, but like I feel like it's nice to get the standardized like top 16 from everybody. Online regionals just this weekend from TAC. Oh, yeah. I remember now. I was gonna try to stream that with Digiburst, but TAC decided against it. I also wanted to stream the unsung events, but they They never got back to us. I think they just didn't want it, which I mean, fair. It's sad, but fair. I can't get upset. But no, I'm still I can't get over how excited I am for Dallas now. Maybe because it's getting closer too, and it's like my only chance to hang out with like Digipanda and Eggman, but stuff like that. Also, in-person events as a content creator is just disgustingly fun. I just hope Bandai. Oh, it's happening. Like I've been telling people, expect a Naruto card game. Like you look at Union Arena and everyone went, huh? I wonder why there's no Gundam. I wonder why there's no Naruto, brother. And then Gundam got a card game. I wonder what's coming next. If not this year, next year. Fully expect a Naruto card game coming eventually. The only thing that would stop a Naruto card game from coming out from Bandai is like just all the entire card game market just like crashes hard. They've had too many back-to-back successes not to do another one. I hope we get events in Florida. I wish we had more events on the East Coast, period. Like, it's always Virginia. New York never gets one, which is tilting in another way. The fact that the tri-state area almost never gets a tournament is insane to me. And then like if there is an East Coast, they go all the way to Toronto, which now requires you to have a passport as an NA, as an American, whatever. Like I know the Canadians are like boo-hoo, but like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, dude. I had like, there's not a lot of need for me to leave the US of A. You know what I'm saying? It's because that's where the TOs are. I don't know about that. PPG has hosted their fair share of Virginia, South Carolina regionals, is all I'm saying, and they are in Miami. So I'm not vibing with that's where the TOs are. Question. When ARG had good relations with Bandai, they at least cared about spreading the events around. Yeah, the ARG thing is so sad. If Bandai makes a Naruto card game, all my money will be gone. My only complaint about a Naruto card game, and don't get me wrong, I have an entire shelf dedicated to Sasuke and dedicated to Uchihas, I'll say. But my complaint about a Naruto card game is that like, and it's the same complaint I have with the One Piece card game. It's just like, it really puts into, like, card games really put into perspective like how diverse a franchise is. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many Luffys do we have in One Piece now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it is like, ugh. Like, oh, Luffy's another Luffy. Oh, this one's a meta card. Weird. Like, stuff like that, right? That gets really, like, in Digimon, there's still Digimon we don't have, right? That's my only thing. And I think Naruto is like small. Is it fair to say Naruto's smaller than One Piece in terms of like characters and like, I don't want to say world depth, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like, you got to put this stuff on cardboard. Like, how many characters does Naruto really have compared to One Piece? Give Gundam at least 10 sets before a new one? That's not happening. Like, I don't know what you guys think companies do, but like, I'm pretty sure since Digimon, maybe Digimon had like 1 or 2 years. I think Digimon might have had 2 years, maybe 1, before they started announcing the next card game. And Digimon always gets the pass because of COVID. But all right, it is 2025, almost 2026. Digimon came out 2020. Since the release of Digimon, we've had One Piece, we've had Union Arena, we've had Fusion World, and then we now have Gundam. So other than Skip and Battle Spirit, so every year since Digimon's release, Bandai's come out with another card game. Full with the entirety of my heart, I fully believe another card game's coming. Yes, it's smaller unless it beats OP with filler characters. That's what, for the filler character thing, that's what Dragon Ball's doing, right? Like, they have like a lot of there's like I call it the expanded lore, but I think it's what it was called, Dragon Ball Legends, with like Shallot and I really don't know. I don't know what they're all called, but like, you know what I'm talking about. There's like this whole like crazy expanded universe when it comes to Dragon Ball. Giblet, got it, thank you. Heroes, is it Heroes? I thought it was Legends. Okay, whatever, you guys get my point. They have like literally, like, I call it the expanded universe of Dragon Ball, and that they're, even Fusion World is dipping into that now. And the Dragon Ball card game has, like, the original one from before Digimon. That game has gone into like all kinds of crazy directions, like Super Saiyan 4 Gohans and things like that, like, again, from like probably from these like alternate timeline games and things. Even though it failed. Yeah, thank you, Chris. Yeah, so again, Digimon 20, this is almost, we're almost in the year 2026. Digimon came out 2020, and since then we've had 5 games come out. So, and if you include Digimon as its own year, right? So 2020, 2021, I think we skipped because, again, we'll say COVID. 2023, 2022, One Piece, then Battle Spirits, then Union Arena, then Dragon Ball again, and then whatever. You guys get my point. It's been every year with Bandai. I don't expect them to stop, because the only failure they had was Battle Spirits. Union Arena is doing surprisingly well. I think Union Arena is doing exactly what they want it to do in terms of performance. Like, it's not crazy popular, right? But I definitely believe that Union Arena is doing exactly what they want it to do. Fusion World is okay. Gundam was really big. I know Fusion World like is kind of like in a middling spot, but it's not doing worse than Masters, right? So I think we're gonna be fine. And then Gundam's the next one. Like, I don't know if I can't say that Gundam is gonna be the next One Piece. I don't even think it's gonna come close. But Gundam has been successful, right? It's sold out everywhere. Everyone's playing it. It's just people want to play Gundam. People are excited for the next set. People are jonesing, foaming at the mouth for stuff. So with the, especially like after the success of that, I definitely expect more from Bandai in that realm. So, and Naruto's the last big one they have, right? After that, it's, what are we really looking at? Saint Seiya card game. Oh God, my man can dream. A squirrel can dream, guys. A squirrel can dream. Because I know Bandai owned Beyblade here, but technically that's a Takara Tommy thing. So like, that's not a Bandai IP. So I don't expect a Beyblade card game, as cool as that would be. Metabots? Or is that also Takara? No, Metabots is Bandai. But that would be a Union Arena. That's too, Metabots is too small. Union Arena is the sunk cost they can't get. I don't think that's true. I think Union Arena is doing fine. Like, it's not breaking records, but I don't think they designed Union Arena to break records. Like, I think they're happy. I genuinely, like, from what I understand and how the game is, like, the sales of the game, like, I think people are, like, Bandai's just happy with the way Union went or is going. Oh, is Hasbro? Oh, okay, well, whatever. Oh, 100%. Gundam's gonna beat Digimon. Digimon, like, at this point, like, 100%. I don't disagree with that. I think a lot of people are kind of like, I've been telling people Digimon or Gundam hit Digimon harder than One Piece did. 100%. I fully believe that Gundam did more damage to our player base than One Piece. 100%. Because, like, how many Digimon content creators really jumped ship to One Piece, right? You have Eggman, but Eggman is the Bandai man, so we can't get mad at him. He does everything. Strongest Wizard went from Digimon into One Piece immediately. And then I also had a venture into One Piece, but I never dropped Digimon, right? Strongest Wizard dropped Digimon. Eggman dropped Digimon. I was the opposite. I went into One Piece, kind of got sick of it, kind of got sick of honestly, their social media, like the community on social media is disgusting. I cannot some of the things I complain about here, chat, about like people jonesing about cheaters or just like foaming at the mouth for like attention and success, like it's like dialed up to like 25 in One Piece. It's just not fun. Like, people get bullied off of Twitter all the time for the One Piece card game. It's just disgusting to watch. Like, don't get me wrong, One Piece is the most competitive, probably the best competitive card game Bandai has right now, and that or Fusion World in terms of competitive, and it's the most successful. But man, I just cannot stand what I see from people when it comes to the One Piece card game. It's just, the scalping's disgusting. Like, just like what is it, like the get mines, I gotta get mines mentality. Like, that is like, it's just, I hate it. I cannot. That's why I stopped. I mean, I was Risu lore, if you guys have been following me for long enough, I commentated way more One Piece events. I started my commentary career as a One Piece commentator, right? It took me a year. Like, I was commentating One Piece officially for Bandai and everything for like a year before I finally was able to come back to Digimon and actually start commentating consistently for Digimon. So I was there. I was just like, nah, dude, I can't do this. That was my One Piece rant for the day. I don't know where we're at anymore. This looked like Sun and Moon was gonna win, but not anymore. Oh, do we not have an answer for this? Do we not have an answer for this Invisimon about to come out? Uh-oh. Did I ever get hate from the One Piece players? Me personally, no. But they're definitely a lot more critical. Like when I did like the match gameplay commentary, right? I would like forget something, right? There's a lot of little numbers in One Piece, and they'd always be like, how could you not know that this card is a 2K counter and a 7K? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there wasn't a lot of respect for the fact that, like, a respect for the craft of, like, when you're commentating, you have to shotgun all of your ideas really fast and your thoughts and go really fast. And sometimes you trip over yourself, like, right? Sometimes I'm going to, like, and you guys catch me all the time, and it's great. I love when you guys catch me on stuff. But, like, the immediate, there's still a bound of respect between us, right? Whereas in One Piece, like, you would get something wrong and they were like, why are you even on YouTube? And, like, that stuff doesn't hurt me. I've always like approached that stuff with like kill him with kindness kind of thing, but it is kind of like what the F, man. Also, like when the other thing that got me off of One Piece was like the content creation scene. Like I remember specifically like set 4 had just dropped in English. Like set 4 had just dropped in English. Literally, I'm trying to do match gameplay commentary about set 4, just came out, go to locals, do all that stuff. And all the content creators around me are already nonstop talking about set 5. And I'm just like, wait, what are we doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it didn't gel with me. It did not gel with me. I did not like that, like, again, set 4 would just drop and we couldn't even enjoy it. It was immediately into like, let's talk about set 5. Let's talk about the new set 6 spoilers. Like, what are we doing? And maybe the sim is a little bit to blame for that, because the sim God bless Batsu. He is a treasure to be protected, I guess I'll say. But like giving like with the DCGO sim, right? We very clearly do not get our patches until the set drops. While with the One Piece sim, at least, I don't know if they still do it, but with the One Piece sim, you got to play sets early, way early, and that kind of is like kind of problematic in terms of the content creation scene. But it really, like, I'm not trying to like yuck someone's yum, you know? Like, that's just why I stopped doing the One Piece thing. Our locals, most sweaties definitely vacated to One Piece. Yeah, no, One Piece is the most competitive game with the most prizing. Like, it makes sense. I thought One Piece card game was one of the most welcoming card game fan bases. I mean, your experience might be different from mine. My locals were great. Like, I loved my locals. Like, the people I met doing One Piece, like, locally, no complaints. But it just my online experience with One Piece has not been the same. At least the things I see, right? Crimson Blaze to counter the Invisimon is crazy. Yeah, that's intense. But it does give Sun and Moon a lot of memory, and we know what they can do with memory. So we'll have to see. Rotation plus banning Nami killed any interest I had in One Piece. Oof, that's a take, Zenitsu, because Nami was like, were you really playing One Piece if you were playing Nami, is all I'm saying. Plus, I like rotation. I'm never gonna I'm never gonna shit talk rotation. I am a rotation sellout. I fully believe rotation makes the game better. I am infinitely jealous that One Piece is getting rotation. I think they are investing in the future of the card game by doing rotation now. Gundam being released simultaneously with all regions is honestly one of the best parts about it. 100%. It's so cool. So cool, man. It's so dope. I love that Digimon was able to unify. One Piece is going to unify. I think it's a big wake up call for the other Japanese card games for the unification process. Because Bandai's leading the charge when it comes to the Japanese side of things and unifying. Magic's been unified. I'm pretty sure Flesh and Blood is I'm sure someone in chat's always going to hit me with the like, well, this card game you said was unified, but in China, but like we all know that China, I mean, I remember playing World of War. I'm always going to cut it back to World of Warcraft. I'm sorry. I remember when like we were playing Mists of Pandaria and China just got Wrath of the Lich King or something, 2 expansions behind. Like China, like the whole thing, like the whole like that whole like barrier of product for China has just always been real, right? Rotation is fine for me. It's mainly the fact that rotation was introduced so soon. That's fair, but at least you know going in. I don't know. It's whatever. Locals as a whole are independent from online communities. Yeah, Green Hill. China started to make custom content for WoW. Blizzard needs to do work. Did they? Wait, are they even published in China anymore? I know there was like a whole debacle that like the Chinese publishers were like dropping WoW and stuff. But I guess you tell me. Also, Sun and Moon digivolving into Hexblow is painfully funny. Came back about 6 months ago. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I've been out of it with WoW. I barely follow what I can. I just follow my little bit of like World Race plus what my friends tell me plus Shadow Priest things. Rotation in Digi would make me sad because a lot of this game is longevity of older decks. Is it really longevity though? Like I feel like that's the lie that we tell ourselves, but like I don't know. There's no like the one time Metal Garurumon was relevant in one deck for one tournament, they banned it. So like I don't know. I don't know what this. Then what's the point? It's to curate and make it's to curate. It's to constantly curate the card pool while also like making conscious decisions as to what we can bring back versus allowing things to just rot in the format and then force them out through a ban list. Yeah, but we did have 2 memory to go into Omni X, which just kind of Royal Knights takes it. Let's see what I got. I got another table to go to. We got Mako Killer versus Rascal. Do I go table 1? Let's go table 1. Oh, it's this anime. I forget what this anime is called, but it's the one with the fox girl. I think that's what this is. All right, Mr. Carnage. Not playing Red Hybrid, but playing some Machine Dramon is cool. He's playing Digimon here at Eagle's Nest while on his cruise to Jamaica. That's why we're going to see a lot of shaking. So, you know, congrats. Joking. Spice and Wolf, thank you. I guess they're a wolf, not a fox. They look like a fox, though. Oh, are they done? Ah, SOB. Let's get an actual, like, let's actually, like, cook with Elvia. Oh, and puppets. Okay, fun. Pretty insane board state by Machine Dramon. I didn't get a chance to fully absorb. Nyan Boot doing Nyan Boot things. Goodbye, Anubis. Oh, we're just scooping it up. Okay. With 7 memory, we scoop it up there? Interesting. I mean, Gundam doesn't really have mangas, right? They have the C pluses, but like, they're not on the same rarity. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but that's how I remember it. I don't know, man. I dream of a world when a set comes out and all the decks are viable. Like, I know a lot of, and I know we are a collective of Yu-Gi-Oh haters, but man, that new set of Yu-Gi-Oh where every deck introduced in the set, I think, was it called something Justice Hunters or something? Every, like, the set introduced 3 decks and all 3 decks are competitively viable. Like, that's so cool. Like, I want that for Digimon. Like, there are too many times in Digimon, like, a set comes out and like only one card is good. Like it's so like so sad to me when like a whole like Digimon's like that's why Digimon sets are flopping. It's just like all the old stuff's still just better. IMO EX10 kind of like that. The black work gray cards are so mid. I mean, it's possible. Like I'm not sitting here like play testing every single deck to come out, so I don't know what EX10 is looking like, but to be fair, I play for the pictures, so nothing's gonna get me excited unless it's got a Lobomon on it or a Garuru. But like I don't know. It's just like BT21 was so fun, right? All the pro tags got a new deck. Which one of them's are meta? Which of those decks are topping right now? Like ask yourselves, right? Gammamon isn't topping, right? Adventure, I guess Adventure, do you count Adventure as BT21 or do you count it as part of the starter decks, right? I guess that's iffy. They kind of top with a different top end, right? Like they don't even have an Adventure top end. Shine isn't topping, right? Red Hybrid isn't topping. Gallant is topping, but that's not because, like, that's, I guess, the Gyo stuff, right? So that, okay, so we got one out of like 4 decks I mentioned. And then Hunters isn't topping. Crossheart did top. It's like half the decks are dead. Like Hero isn't topping anymore, right? And then like, yeah, like what were the decks to come out of EX9? I guess it was all DM stuff, right? So Machine Dramon's topping, but then every other version of DM isn't, right? So one deck out of EX9 is doing well. And I don't know, it's just draining. Like how many decks from 22 are doing well? It's just Omni DNA. Am I crazy? I could be like forgetting like certain things. Like don't get me wrong. Like I'm not preaching fact. I'm preaching my feelings. So you guys can always correct me. Puppets isn't topping though, right? Omni isn't really from EX9, right? I mean, there's Alter S, but the entirety of the deck is like it's one card. They're playing one card from EX9. Am I crazy? No, I'm not crazy. It's all the CS stuff. They're running purely CS stuff, 17, barely running the Tamer, and then Alter S. And like, which way, like, we want the game to slow down, right? So that's like not the problem. The problem isn't that like the decks they're coming out with aren't cool or fun. Like I'm sure people have played CS, it's a fun deck. I'm sure people have played Eaters, it's a fun deck. But it's like when you are dealing with needing to ban EX1 cards still, makes it pretty hard. Makes it pretty hard to design a format and a meta for people to play. Hell, even older, right? Grav Crush is BT1 or BT2, right? So you're still having to find yourself banning EX1 cards, or like BT1 cards, BT2 cards. I mean, in Gundam, Marita OTKing? I mean, that's not really true, right? They can't OTK. Right, that's not possible. Like, factually impossible. You need 7 attacks. I guess Marita could OTK with a Banshee on board. Maybe? But you need 7 attacks to OTK. And to do that... I mean, OTK isn't bad, right? Like, I don't think anyone in chat is saying OTK is, like, actually bad. The problem is when are we OTKing? We're OTKing turn 2, that's bad. But in Gundam, if someone OTK'd you in Gundam, that happened turn 10. Like, well, in the beginning, you design cards that give you free memory for doing very little, then it's a problem. Sure, my point is, like, rotate that stuff out. I'm not defending, like, at no point am I saying, like, okay, the Melga needed to go. My defense of the Melga will always be, like, I don't think Melga was doing anything that Gallant wasn't. But it doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point is, like, for me, rotation means that, like, a set can come out and we can, like, enjoy every deck in there instead of just suffering, like, oh, only one card from this whole set is worth playing. Melga bit was bad game design. I just don't see, like, I don't know. I just don't see the difference between a Gallimon OTKing you and a Melga OTKing you. It's the same thing. Just one gains more memory, the other one does it by passing turn, but they still win. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not, I don't know. They're the same thing to me. Again, it's like, what is, like, to me, I think people conflate. I think people look too much into, like, how do I word this? Like, in my brain right now, what I'm thinking is, all right, it is turn 2. It is turn 2, and Growloop does its play, like, boomerangs the memory a bunch, summons 10 bodies, and swings them all. You lose the game. Melga promotes, does its. We all know the gas combo. They do the gas combo, win. Gallimon promotes, deletes your guy, digivolves, draw 1 trash ones, deletes your guy, draw 1 trash ones, gain 2 memory, draw 1 trash ones, swing 5 checks, unsuspend, swing for game, or digivolve into Omniacs, right? Right, like, all these things still happen. They're still the same. Like Sakuya, right? We all know the Sakuya combos at this point. Like, they're all just, like, it doesn't matter how they're doing it. They're still winning the game turn 2. That's the problem, right? It's not like Melga is uniquely busted because, oh, it gains you 4 memory all at once. Like, that's not really what we're complaining. Like, that's not more toxic than Sakuya going from a rookie all the way to a 7, right? Like, they're the same thing. Sakuya did get hit, but, like, I think people really focus in on, like, sometimes people like to focus in on, like, this one way to win the game is gross and dumb. But, like, if it's happening turn 2, it doesn't matter how you won the game. It happened turn 2. That shouldn't be okay. And that, like, there is a spectrum to it, in my opinion, too, right? Like, okay, winning turn 2 is bad, so let's stop that. But then it's like, all right, how interactive was the deck when you were playing it? And I agree. Melga was pretty the gas deck was pretty interactive because they sit there, they promote and try to win from there, right? Gallant does that too, but doesn't always do that. So that's where the debate starts coming up. Sakuya, I feel like Sakuya was the same as gas, but they both got hit. And then I guess it's like Apocally, right? Apocally would, like, Purple Hybrid, unironically, I think is one of the most fair decks right now. They're not going to surprise you with 20 billion attacks for the most part. They are going to slowly chip away at your security. Sometimes they see the high roll Ukomon and just chip the hell out of your security really fast with rookie every turn. But realistically, they're not doing anything crazy. They're just turning cards sideways, right? Nowadays, anyway. So there's like a whole spectrum to it, and I just, like, for me, like, Gallant, like, Melga and Gallant are the same thing, and That's how I see it. Turn 2 doesn't kill outright. Like you have a turn. If it's it sucks that it's quick, but you have a chance. Melga, if it kills you turn 2, then it kills you turn 2. I don't think Melga could kill you turn 2 either, though. To be like fair, right? Like, I don't even think like you could not possibly have enough cards to keep the memory on your favor by turn 2, unless they literally dropped like, I don't know, medieval Gallant on you. Like, but like, I think we both understand like that was like, I'm not like, what that would like the specifics aren't really what I was trying to get out there. Gallant can kill you turn 2 though. I don't think if we're getting into like, now my brain's going into the specifics and I'm like, yeah, no, Garu couldn't kill you turn 2. You wouldn't have enough cards in hand to keep turn. I mean, assuming a reasonable amount of memory was passed to you. But I don't know. My brain is going into semantics, and I just said they don't. Those little specifics don't actually matter. It could easily kill you turn 2 back in EX5. Melga? Maybe. The trick was you needed to get 8 cards in hand. And that was like the big thing back in EX9. You needed more cards this time around in hand. 8 would not have been enough. You're probably right though. I think EX5 Melga could do it. If you saw the Sec +1. Wow, where Garuru. Do we have 4 rounds today? There are 3 to 4 undefeated. We should. We have a good amount of people. We have 16, 17 people. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're guaranteed one more round. We might. It depends on the pair down. We have 3 undefeateds. Yeah, so we have 3 undefeated. So it depends on if the down pair loses. No, I'm going back on some of my comments now, and I agree with you. Like, I think we're on the same page. IDBW, which is slightly different opinions on the thing. Yeah, Digimon kind of needs rotation for new cards and shine. Scott Johnson. It's all about speed. Yeah, it is the same argument, Scott. That's fair. It's complicated. Like, I don't know. Like, that's why I find the stream that we have so fun. Like, we get to hash it out, and we're not just infinitely yapping at each other. Like, no, I'm right. Like that. And I hope you guys don't assume that like that's my mindset. Like, I'm not sitting here saying no, I'm right. I'm just. This is always a because I'm always afraid of getting too heated with this kind of stuff. But like, I'm just. For the record, it's like we're all just talking opinions, right? At the end of the day, and I think it's all cool. It's all cool talk. I'm not any which way about it personally. I like this conversation. I like being able to go back and forth with it. Wolfhorn, I would agree with BT16 Luga. I was so okay with BT16 Luga. My problem is always I also did not like Tamagotchi mode. My combos are significantly more nuanced. Yeah, I'd like to think so. And Puppets takes it here. Interesting. I guess against Levia, I guess maybe we're not running that many like Binding Crushes in this deck. I actually didn't get a chance to watch this game play out, but like we could not get through all the walls of blockers and the minus DP, huh? Like we actually can present enough blockers, but and then Levia doesn't touch us because we have protection, right? Interesting. That's fair. This should board wipe. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, law. Yeah, I'm talking about the game. Oops. So what we're saying is we need to go back to Magna X. I think after the hits, Magna X has not been that bad. And I think it's more of a case of like the decks around Magna X can actually deal with it, where when Magna X came out, like nothing could deal with it. And was it Awakening of the Golden Knight was a really good hit. I think that also goes under sorry, changing screens. I think I think Magna X is just in a good spot. Like I don't really see, like it is kind of gatekeepy in a sense where it's like a little annoying that like I'm just immune to everything. Like that is awful. That is awful. That is obnoxious. But like I think we're just like it's just like fine nowadays, right? But like that comes like again like with the rotation, like it's like we weed some of the stuff out and then like that we can design properly for the stuff now. Gas was okay. Floodgates exist for a reason. I agree with you. Every OTK is the same in the end result, and Gas could never kill you turn 2 unless you give him a ton of memory, which is unrealistic. Yeah, I'm glad I was right that they can't kill you turn 2. But like it's a lot. It's a lot to think about, right? It's nuanced. And I like that it is nuanced because it's what makes it fun to talk about, because it's so easy to go on Twitter and just be like, Digimon's dead, or like just something stupid, you know what I mean? Like just the shout from the heavens and just have people follow you and say you're right. And it's like never what I want. I don't know how people call for Pata to be hit since you're never guaranteed a free Digimon when raising, unlike the other rookies. I think for me, like I focus on the power ceiling there with Patamon. And like the fact that Patamon, for just simply promoting is generating you like 6 memory is disgusting. Like that is too much memory for a rookie, and all you did was promote. Sure, they're like the down, and the thing is though, I think the thing that also is like kind of under talked about with like when you defend Patamon, oftentimes people's focus is like, oh, but you cannot hit insecurity, and that sucks. Which, like, true. But what is the worst case scenario there for you? What is the downside for promoting Patamon? I looked at my security, got to shuffle it. That's a powerful effect by itself. And then you don't digivolve into a level 4 for free. Right? Like, you know what I mean? Like the downside, there's not really, like the ceiling is to the moon with that card, and the downside is negligent, like not real, right? Like there is the worst case scenario for that card is you saw your security, which is valuable. That's all. That's what I'm getting at. Our players are sitting down, but I did want to show off some of my nerd stuff. Look at this. I'm not a big Dragon Ball Z guy, but I'm a big Super Saiyan 4 guy. And like, it's the Dragon Fist, dude. Oh, that's so sick. That's so cool. And then we also have, I'm just gonna open it. Again, I'm a big Super Saiyan 4 guy. Love the shit. Like, Like, what's it called? Ultra Instinct? Ultra Instinct has nothing on Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4 is goated. Like, by far the best Goku Saiyan transformation, whatever. Like, Ultra Instinct was just like the RGB scale broke, and so it's white. Like, our players are still shuffling up, so I'm not stressing too hard right now. 1 second, I'm trying to show you guys my last one before I actually go back to being a streamer. Yeah. There we go. Reiju. You guys are following One Piece. Here's Reiju. It's a fun one. I try to get all my favorite One Piece card game leaders. Right now my favorites have been Yamato, Reiju, and Sanji. So I try to represent a little bit, you know. I need to figure out how to get this thing on the stand. But whatever. We got Digimon to play. Table 5. Ooh, they are like already starting. All right. We'll go table 2. Oh, somebody's playing in the darkness. All right, so who has to win this? I think Carnage here. Our red hybrid playmat has to win this. Oh no, we have 4 undefeated. Where did I miss that? Yeah, we have 4 undefeated here, so we're guaranteed a round 4. Sick. Thoughts on SSJ4 Daima's design? It wasn't much different, right? It was pretty much Super Saiyan 4 Goku in 2025, right? Like, it wasn't like his proportions were probably slightly different, but realistically it's still the same guy. But like the proportions difference makes sense because like that whole show was kind of just chibi, right? Big hands. Was that the difference? I don't fully remember. I can agree that the TK with the Pata was pretty gross, but I'm talking about the people still think Pata needs hit. I think Pata needs hit. Like, I know what you're talking. Like, I still think Pata needs to get hit. Yeah, Yamato deck is awesome. I'm going to miss him when it's gone. Yeah, that'll be sad. I kind of wish they kept the belt in Daima SSJ4 too. Too much red, orange for me. He's got a belt. Oh, the blue belt. I guess I didn't watch Daima. I just heard about Super Saiyan 4 Goku in Daima, and that was cool. Pato is one of those cards that they will always have to be careful what level 4 vaccines they print as long as Pato exists. Yeah, I think that's kind of true, right? Oh, black base Machine Dramon. Oh, okay. Somebody's cooking today with the... Something tells me that they brought out the My Little Pony sleeves just for me, just because of our giant My Little Pony conversation we had on on Thursday. Rip my dream of a yellow Leomon line. We can't even go back to blue. You want yellow? Man. My big thing was Rapidmon. Digivolving, like that was, if you promoted Patamon and get into Rapidmon, Gold Rapidmon, yeah, Gold Rapidmon, that was 5 memory of value just for promoting your Digimon. Patamon's technically, or the Godomon's technically 1 less, but extra memory, like extra raw memory is nice. So still strong. Now, if you ask me, is Patamon worse than the entirety of the entire Dog engine or the Gyo engine? Of course not. I don't think anyone's saying like, and in no way, shape, or form am I sitting here saying that like Patamon is worse than the entirety of these engines, right? Like I think the perspective on Patamon should get hit is more of like, for one card, it does a little too much, and I think that's the key problem with like that. I think that's what most people are doing when they want the Patamon to get hit. That's the key one. Whereas like, yeah, of course Patamon, like Patamon enough by itself is not enough, right? We'd see yellow dominate everywhere. Like the thing is, the entirety of the Gyo engine is strong. That's why, like, you know, so I think that's a slightly different conversation for sure. Finding double play cost floodgates this early, yeah, it's kind of rough, but we still need to delete the Metal Mame. If we don't delete Metal Mame, that's bad. Because we could just Digivolve into Machine Dramon and just get a lot done. Oh, Leah, I mean, oh, is he a vaccine? I didn't know. I forgot he was a vaccine. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's so funny. Attack of the Heavy Mobile and Security. Yeah, discard. Ugh, another Metal Grade? Don't discard Metal Grade. No! Double BT7 Metal Grade and trash. It hurts. For those that may not fully understand why that hurts. It's because you need different names to do all the Machine Dramon things. It's not even set number, right? It is straight up different names. All right, we're gonna go to 2 memory. Metal Mame's gonna attack. Is Metal Mame's Wind Digivolving on play, so we're not gonna be able to get rid of the Gabu, but we are gonna, or Psych, sorry, but we're gonna get rid of it now with just a raw attack. So from here, what do you do? Like, you don't have, your trash just isn't set up. Do you even have a level 4? We drew into the Ukamon later. We got Haguru. I think you just got to Digivolve into. I think you just got to Digivolve into Machine Dramon. I mean, I guess maybe if you only have 1 Machine Dramon in hand, it's a bad idea. All right, just gonna attack the Agumon. Goodbye, Agumon. Fairly well. I'm not a fan. Triple Metal Greymon. Wait, is it 4 Metal Greymon? Maybe that's I know that's a proxy, but it is very funny that's 4 Metal Greymon in trash right there. All right, Ukamon. We have the Mem boost from Purple Hybrid, so we're big chilling. Koichi, okay. We're going to get to hatch. We're going to get our own Ukamon on the board, I think, from Purple, oh, and Analog Man. Do you just play Analog Man? Swing at security, hope you die. Okay, Gabu. Swing at Haguru, okay. Mimi bites. Mimi bites. But Analog Man helps. All right, so I mean, what are we doing? Oh, this is the search from Ukamon, and I just missed what they grabbed. Damn. Looking at chat. But all right, discard another Velgar off of yellow Koichi, gain a memory. Did we not have enough for the machine? You need different names for the machine, so no, we can't just hard play Machine Dramon. We also, what did we just do? Purple Mem Boost? No, we discarded a card to gain a memory off Matt. Another Uko. I think Purple Hybrid wins from here. There's a good chance. There's no blocker, unfortunately. Attack of the Heavy Mobile. I don't even think we have something to discard. Oh, Huguru, here we go. Nidog, gain a memory. Yeah, Purple Hybrid might be able to win from here. It just depends. Oh, yeah. This will be it. Dusk. Change the color of Analog Man, whatever. Doesn't really matter what you change the color here of into what. Go Velgar. Oh, they put an egg on top of the Haguru. That's funny. To show it's purple. Oh, that's such a cute way to do it. All right, so the Haguru is purple. And then we delete ourselves. And, I mean, that's just going to be... We definitely have enough memory, right? You just need... Oh, there we go. Superior Mode, and that's game one. Yeah, just really bad draws from Machine Dramon early. We got double Supreme Connection, but it just didn't matter, which is crazy. Or Ultimate Connection. Oh, you're saying Ultimate Connection, like the Hammer Spark, maybe. Yeah, that would have been funny. That would have been funny if we were actually running that. The Hammer Spark matters a lot. Yeah, not much we can do, man. That pony's just staring. Like, tell me how that entire playmat feels like it's on 720p. But like, I swear to God, that pony's staring at us at like 4K. I don't know. I don't think it's nice to say. I don't think it's fair to say. Okay, so let me see. I mean, I don't know if this is a hot take, but I really don't think Machine Dramon will be a top player, and that tournament was a fluke. I don't think it's fair to say that it was a fluke. I think Machine Dramon. I think it was. I think it will maintain its stay as the most represented deck in the top 16. If I had to bet, gun to my head, if I had to bet, I would say no. Machine Dramon can be dealt with. There are decks that beat it 100%. But to say it was a fluke, I don't think that's fair. I think it was well positioned at a time where people didn't understand the format, right? It was positioned in a moment where everyone's focused on Omnimon being too good or Gallant too good, and Machine Dramon plays well into both of those decks because like their big weakness is like what, Digivolve, DP minus, right? Those are the big two like uh-ohs. And I like, before you hit me with the, well, Omnimon can run Alter B, not many of them are, right? Like that is Omnimon's one way to Digivolve is Alter B, and they weren't running it. For them, like one guy did, right? And that guy topped. But you know what I mean? So like, and then Gallant just cries. Machine becomes too popular. With Paladin Ace be used more? Will exactly, like things like Paladin Ace are disgusting. It's a Machine Dramon. They cry. Blue Green Imperial still claps that deck 100%. This Ukomon search is so rough. Like, you want to see all three of these cards. I think you have to take the Dusk. I think it's so painful, but you have to take the Dusk. You do not have a choice to not take Dusk there. Outlier due to circumstance? I'll give you that. Yeah. 100%. Potentially. Like, we don't know. We can, at this point, it is all theory, right? It's all card game theory at this point. It's like, it did well. That's the fact we know. It did well. We can talk about why it did well and what we feel as to why it did well, and will it do well in the future? It might not, or it might. It might just become the most, this might catapult it into the most meta relevant, most meta dominant Machine Dramon's ever been. I just have a tough time believing it. All right, Uko into Uko is nice. We're going to swing our first Uko. Trying to get the chip in now. I don't think we had to. Yeah. Yuck. Yeah, I think we kind of trolled ourselves. I think we could have... I think we could have not done that. All right, grab a Psych. Oh, gonna give up on a Dusk. Oh man, I look at this board and I just, my DM Metal Greymon brain is like so excited. It's like, oh, is that only 7k of DP on your board? Adorable. All right, Psychmon. All right, we're gonna play the Keenan. So it's discard a tamer an option, or they gain a memory, right? But like, yeah, they pass turn anyway. Yeah. See, they went for the gambit. Maybe they discard something they didn't have to. All right, Uko search. Depends on your hand, but I probably see us grabbing the Agu for the draw. Yeah. Second Uko. Megidra, Oblivi. Or I always call this thing Megidra. It's Megadra. Mon. And this makes sense. Getting a guy that you can do something with now makes a lot of sense to me. Get the Agumon. I mean, they already have 2 tamers, right? Pointless to not attack at this point, right? The difference between 2 and 3 tamers is not that big. Yeah. Yeah, because like you're realistically just one I mean, you have to put him to 1, right? If you don't do that, it's tough stuff. Were you, I guess maybe you were hoping for these guys to get deleted? The Monimons are on deletion draw card? Let's see. Oh, if you have a black tamer draw card. Ah, that's rough. Ooh, Megadramon. Megadramon on play, placing 1 card from your trash face down as this Digimon's bomb. Delete 2 of your opponent's play cost or 4, and then up the play cost. So, it's gonna be for the full 7, right? Yep. Analog Man's gonna gain us a memory. And yeah, you're just gonna delete what? You just delete both Ukos? I would delete both Ukos. Okay, never mind. Which engine purple hybrid is this? This is like this is very standard. This is very, very, very standard purple hybrid. This is, you play your floodgates, you play boosts, you play Mimi. We haven't seen anything too outlandish outside of that. Keenan, I think Keenan is the most interesting card probably the most unique card we've played in terms of purple hybrid decisions. Nidhogg for memory. I just don't think... I feel like we overextended a little bit, unfortunately. Purple hybrid lists have already been figured out. The difference are like 4 cards from topping lists. I don't know. I think there's still people out there experimenting a little bit with purple hybrid. For the most part, in terms of what we see top, it's usually like, I think you're right. But there's still some room to grow with the purple hybrid list. Like I see people running like Underworld's Calling. What's the Ogremon one? It deletes a level 4, but if you discard it, you draw a card. What's it called? Goblismack or something? I don't remember what it's called. You guys will tell me. Pummelwhack. Thank you. Soundbird. Yeah, you get to play Soundbird, do some things. Oh, did we hit a tamer in security? Okay. I mean, not a big deal for us, but I think purple hybrid just trying to see if they have it, which they might. All these Ukos about to die. Ugh, mill 5. It's crazy that none of these Ukomons died. None of these rookies were deleted. Yeah, it's 17k. That chaos is just not relevant. Going to delete all the rookies. Going to delete the Dusk. Or the Velgar, sorry. Psychmon is such a pain for this deck. It gained a memory because of the Koichi inheritable, so here comes another Dusk. Oh, is there a world where we just demonic disaster? We might see the demonic disaster. Mill 4 cards, that's plus 8, right? So 15k. Could die? Not really, right? Gonna bring back Kaiser to hand, interesting. Not the Dusk. So we have another Dusk in hand. Oh! It's the Machine Dramon Hammer Spark and Security! Woo! Machine Dramon saved! Oh, buddy, a triple. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's going to change the entire memory facet here. It's so annoying that this Psychmon lived the attack, by the way. So annoying. Psych being 3k is actually insane for us. Like, it just, like, have no, we just have no way to deal with Psych. Alright, we are going to delete the, we are going to delete our own Velgar. Do we have, alright, we played, what tamer did we play? Did we play that Mimi? Go to 4. We're going to swing security. So we have to be careful. Because if we attack at the heavy mobile, we have to remember... Okay, attack of the heavy mobile. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to lose 2 memory. Remember that. Okay, we discarded, and we still have Machine Dramon's 12, right? So we're good? We chilling? Chilling. Chilling. We can still assemble. We just don't get the play cost redux. Busted. Another tamer and security. Our security was disgusting from Machine Dramon that game. I mean, both securities. Both the securities were kind of crazy for both players there. Like, we had how many tamers in security for Purple Hybrid? At least 3, right? It was 3-drop Koichi, yellow Koichi, and then a Mimi as well. And then we saw from Machine Dramon, it was like an analog band, 2 analog bands, ultimate connection. And was there one more? Was there an attack of a heavy mobile in there? There might have been. Surely the way to get away from Psych is climbing, unless we don't run 4s. We don't really run 4s in purple, right? That's the problem. Like this meta might just remind people that other old decks have been playing. We have been playing for the past years are still some of the best decks in the game. Would you have any thoughts on giving future floodgates a bit of protection? So giving them some staying. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. In no world should we be giving easy protection for our floodgates. Absolutely not. I think rookie floodgates are fine because it just forces your opponent to play differently. But there's a difference between forcing your opponent to play differently and not letting them play the game. And it's so like it's so crazy to me how often people are willing to start thinking about ways to make it so your opponent can't play the game. Like as if like it's like I'm blue hybrid. If I'm blue hybrid, right, with red base, I can play every floodgate in the game minus the Kuwagamon or the Kokuamon. So F it, we play that thing anyway, hard drop it, and then we say play a card that says protect all my level 3s. Like, could you imagine? Oh my god. So stupid. Genku only does like, yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, Genku doesn't even like the Genku Turtle doesn't have room to play every single floodgate, but does it even protect all of the floodgates, or does it just protect the sister mons and the royals? Genku, let me double check that. Oh, it is none of your Digimon. Yeah, like, I don't know, like, thank God the Genku Turtle deck is not consistent enough, right? Because, like, that's just, like, why are we trying, like, that's the thing, right? Like, why are we suggesting things that, like, why are we actively trying to stop our opponents from playing the game? Everything is immune. Yeah, I looked it up. Thank you, Play Dragonoid. To reduce interaction. Yeah, that's, yeah, but like just because that's the point of competitive doesn't mean that's how the game should be designed, right? All right, Ukomon. What are you doing for Purple Hybrid this game? What are you doing for Machine Dramon this game? Interesting search. Do we just hard play the Haguru or grab it? It's hard to see what card this is. Every competitive game is like that. I mean, sure. This doesn't make it right. Like, I don't feel like fighting games are like that, right? Like, you have your 50-50s, you have your rush down, but you have tools to get out of those rush downs. Then you have to counter that. Like, I don't know. Oh man, Machine Dramon just, every time I watch Machine Dramon swing with Rookie, I'm just like watching pain happen. Supreme Connection. We're gonna Digivolve. Oh, we're gonna hard play to bottom deck the Uko. Put a card underneath. Now Psychmon has showed up. I'm surprised we didn't grab... I'm genuinely surprised we didn't grab the Rookie from the Ukomon there. Like, I think it would have been immensely valuable to Digivolve another Rookie in the back, especially an Agumon. Because you know your opponent is going to leave the Psychmon on board, right? So leaving that up for them, like knowing that you're going to get Agumon memory next turn, I think kind of helps you outweigh what you just played here. And I don't think we necessarily were in a huge need Yeah, I don't think we were necessarily in a huge need for like sources and trash. Maybe I'm mistaken, but Yeah, but the difference the difference between like the thing about a 50-50 in a fighting game is like you can joke it's like either you have it or you don't, but like in card games it's like, yeah, I could have my floodgate that helps me win this matchup, but statistically speaking I'm not always gonna have it. So it's not about gotta have it. Like in fighting, like sometimes it's not fair to compare to fighting games, right? That's not sometimes it's not fair to compare to fighting games because fighting games are way more skill based than card games. There is zero luck in fighting games other than like matchup tournament luck, like, oh, I am a Zangief and I get hard countered by Akuma. Hope I don't play against an Akuma main in turn, like, you know what I mean? Like outside of that, like fighting games are pure skill base. Luck comes from your bracket, same with card games. Yeah, sure. Like there's a little bit of that. But I would argue I would counter argue a little bit myself and you, because we both brought this up. I would counter argue with you that like if you were skilled, like there is like with fighting games, if you were skilled enough with a character, you could beat your hard matchups. Like in card games, there's only so far skill gets you, right? Like there is a much bigger gap as to what skill really does for you in card games. And you could always play a different character in fighting games, and you can just hard counter the Akuma and then go play for game 3, and then who knows. And it's 20-5. You can look up your opponent and do homework. That's true too. Everything is seeded. That's fair. That's also fair. I don't think Cool Estred was saying that. I don't think their point to bring up the bracket luck was just saying they were just trying to draw the parallel. They weren't like, because it's true. Like it's 100% like your bracket luck is real in any tournament game, period. It was just keeping me in check by saying that. That was the point of that conversation. Hyson KO will never beat a Doom Virgil team in long sets. Purple Hybrid wins here, I think. I'm not confident. Taka the Heavy Mobile comes down. Do we have the 4 names? We might. Never mind. Psychmon's on board. Okay, Purple Hybrid might win now. That's crazy. We put our opponent to 10. I don't know about that, man. All right, retooling what our assembly's gonna be. Psychmon's just so painful. Nidhogg. Gallant. We're bigger, right? We're big. Metal Mame. Okay. I guess we just put our opponent on gotta have it. It's early enough to where they might not. We only have one color on board, 2 colors at most. These Velgramons are what? They're gonna swing for 11k. So we're chilling. Yeah, but then they banned Steve, right? Like, fighting game players hate the, like, it's just like us. Like, we hate the idea of, like, something that just completely stops you from playing the game. Steve is not banned? Wasn't he banned? Am I boomer energy now? Like, I swear they were banned at some point. Steve never got banned? Oh, okay. I thought he got banned at some point. Takes a lot to ban a character. No, I could have sworn. Maybe it was like a minor like Twitter thing that happened and got banned for like 1 tournament or 2 tournaments, and then people were like, nah. Bayonetta was banned. I could have sworn Steve got banned. Maybe it was like a locals thing. Maybe it was a Twitter thing and was getting banned at certain locals. No, I'm not. I don't think I'm thinking. No. I do not think I'm being so boomer that I'm thinking about Brawl. I could have sworn. I guess. I mean, at the end of the day, clearly I'm wrong. Majors didn't ban the character. Okay, fair enough. Honestly, I stopped following Smash Brothers after Project M was kicked off of the world. Like, I still feel bad for Xanadu and Gimmer, because like their rise to fame, I think, was very much Project M, and they just like out of their control, like just got clapped on that. Project M was perfect. I loved Project M. I can never go back to Smash Brothers after Project M. Gimmer was the reason Project M died? Is that true? Why? Because they stopped streaming it, but they were forced to. From my understanding, everybody was forced to stop doing anything Project M or get like cease and desisted and junk like that. I could be wrong here. Point is, Steven reduces interaction and takes opponent's agency away, which is why people play him. But people also hate playing against him, right? Like at least there was a conversation to ban Steve because of that very fact. Android 21. I remember a local banned Android 21 a few times. Oh, the new lab coat 21. I could see that. Lab coat 21 was stupid. Some characters have amazing set play, but their neutral is so bad they don't see any play. It's like a combo deck that beats anything but can never make it to the combo. 21 was never banned. Worthy. Lol. Lab coat? I felt like lab coat dominated the format for a long time. No, or like it had to get I guess it got patched, right? Like that was the thing. That's the nice thing about fighters, is things get patched, whereas Smash Brothers doesn't really. Like, Reese, like they had like 6 patches. Like, know what I'm talking about. Lab coat was late into the game's life. Bardock was arguably worse. Yeah, I think you're talking early Dragon Ball though, and I think Lab coat was end of Dragon Ball, and that definitely happened or something. I remember Lab coat being disgustingly dumb. All right, what is Purple Hybrid doing? What are we up to? Evo for 3. mill 2. No way. Do we still have blocker? Oh, did we not have a 5 to trash? Did we not have a 5 to trash with the... I guess we didn't? Oh, that sucks. Part of Street Fighter V's meta currently is throw loops. But don't people hate that? Is my point is people hate that. Like people that like don't see that as playing the game anymore once that's where your game is at, right? Like I'm not saying like competitive players shouldn't do the most optimal strategy, right? My point is like, why is someone coming into my chat and being like, we should just have an ultimately immune ruin mode that minuses 10k the board every turn. You think they'll ever do that? That sounds cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what? Okay, what is happening on this board state? Jack raid? Promo Gallant. Promo Gallant's... No. Not Promo Gallant. We're looking at Secret Rare Gallant? What am I watching? Oh, no, they have a deck. Purple Hybrid has a deck. They're a little cut off. They're like giga cut off for some reason. I don't know why they moved the playmat the way they did. But they still have a deck. There it is. There's the Jack Raid. Jack Raid to 20 or do we not have rush? This Koichi can't attack, I think is one of our issues. Can we still purple memory boost? Because I can see a world we go purple mem boost. No. I was gonna say maybe purple mem boost and raw digivolve into the Gallant. Oh, we're not gonna Mimi. Okay. We're looking for... Is Lou in trash? Lou is not in trash. Lou's played. Lou is on board. Okay, so we are gonna pop the Mimi. Pop the Memboost, go to 7. Rivals Barrage the machine. And pray. Psychmon again. God damn it. Oh, I'd be so livid. Promote Agumon, go to 4. Swing. Calling to hand. Oh, that's busted. Alright, do they have it? I don't think they do. No, you're good, Marcos. Yeah, we're cooked. A single Psychmon cooks us. This is why we saw that one player actually play EX1 Machine Dramon. The just thinking about, I guess we don't have like Attack of the Heavy Mobile. Is that our struggle? Six Machine Dramon. Yeah, the first place playing six Machine Dramon was definitely smart. We're one memory off of the Attack of the Heavy Mobile. We did draw into it though. Honestly though, I remember six Machine Dramon was like where it was at back in back when you could play the one that plays Analog Man or something, like the one that interacts with Analog Man. Yeah, we threw it. We gave it up. We drew the cards, but Psychmon ruined us. Psychmon absolutely ruined us. That sucks. That bites. And you know what? Funny enough, I think it came down to that one turn. Like, we really need a... I think this player definitely looking at just ways to answer Psychmon. That's rough. And this is why I mean, like, I don't think Machine Dramon's going to be that crazy. But it is obvious... It is fair for us to say that, like, EX1 Machine Dramon here would have cooked, right? Like, that's clearly why that one player is playing it. And we are playing the black base, but, like, it just shows that, like, this feels like black base is just kind of the worst. Just, like, not as great. Like, you would play black base to actually, like, digivolve and have some fours to go up. But realistically, we want to look at, like, purple base is just more cards, right? And that's the key thing of why purple base has been beating out the black base. There's just not a good enough bridge from rookie into 5 that justifies just saying F it and playing. Though, you know, the black base is nice because, you know, you get to... Black base is nice because you do get to... you do have a more consistent way to get your Attack of the Heavy Mobiles, your options out. Purple can also deal with they have floodgates better. It's fair. I mean, do we have to go red base and just play GGs? All right, where am I? Where are we with the round? Oh, we're already going to round 4. So this is our finals. V Passion versus Mako Killer. Purple Hybrid versus Royal Knights, I believe. I think this is Purple Hybrid favored, right? I feel like Purple Hybrid has always loved this matchup. We need more trash base interaction. I could feel that. I could see us, like... I know I'm a big proponent. Like, I sit here and I'm always, like... Some of the conversation I have with people is, like... Like, people will often be like, oh, we need more ways to interact with delays. People are just playing too many delays, and, like, we just need to interact. And I'm like, our counterpoint will always be, like... Do we really need a way to interact with everything? When does that conversation stop, right? Like, there is such a thing as too much interaction. But with trash, especially, like it's not the same. Like, when we're talking, like, there's so much, right? Like, you just saw Purple Hybrid with like 20 something cards in trash, right? If we start having cards that say like send 5 back, right? Send 3 back. You choose. Get 3 memory for sending 5 cards back. Like, it's not, you're not like completely like stomping the teeth, and you're not curb stomping any of these mill decks, right? You're just interacting with them and slowing them down like any other deck would. Now, like, if you're like hunters and you're just mass deleting tamers, they're not playing the game anymore, right? So like, there's definitely, like, I definitely give, like, there's definitely room in this game to start like effing with people's trash, I guess is my point. What's the best deck now? I mean, honestly, Michelangelo, we don't know. I don't think anyone can comfortably say. Everyone went into the previous tournament saying, like, you know, it's Omni DNA is really good, Gallantmon's really good, and Machinedramon won the whole thing, right? I think it's just, we're in a really interesting spot right now. You think it's Imperial? You think it's Virus Imperial? Or Blue Green? Blue Green's pretty good. Like, Brutal Green, like, if everybody like immediately like nosedives and starts playing pure Machinedramon, Imperial just cooks them. Blue Green, okay. Just no one plays it. That's fair. I don't know. I don't know if I agree that it's the best deck, but like, it plays well into a lot. Right? Like, it does well into a lot. It can do well into a lot. Like, we are definitely, like, I'm not going to be surprised if we see, you know, Blue Green take the next one. If Machinedramon hype continues. Gallantmon X, best deck in format. Gallantmon's the one I hate right now. Like, if I had to pick a deck I hate, and like, and when I say hate, I fully mean, like, I sit down and I just don't want to play against this deck. It's so annoying. It's probably Gallant. Like, they just watching them have it is the most annoying thing to me right now. The difference between delay and tamers is delay, you already got value from the first part, and the delay and tamers, you generally don't get that. The difference between delay and tamers is delay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's fair. Usually get the first half at least. A lot of like the hybrid, or at least a lot of the tamer focused decks, their tamers kind of suck. Like it is awful to play them. Like, hard play them. No, blue green, just Galaxy on paper beats everything besides maybe super fast aggro decks. I don't know what Galaxy's thing is right now. I think too many decks are able to like just delete them and control them to the point where like they can't just win game anymore. Galaxy is awful against Gallant X, just saying. Omni popping up out of nowhere still agitates the right side of my brain. I don't know. I feel like the Omni decks are predictable though. Whether you can stop it, that's a different conversation. I've seen Omni whiff so much. Like, it is, I feel bad for them sometimes. Oof. Oh, we're just gonna go Ghazi into security? But the memory gain. Purple mem boost and then Mimi. Huh. Might have been better to save the Mimi in this scenario. I guess we'll see. Have they made a triple color card that hasn't been nuts yet? Examon X. Examon, right? All the Examon stuff. Kind of mid. Sorry, chat. I don't agree with that. Save the Ghazi. That's what I was thinking. I was like a little shocked that we kind of sacked the Ghazi there. It's always the color blue. It's not true. It's not true. Also, both Emperor Grey and Magna Guru suck. All level 7 for the families have been not nuts. Are we talking specifically triple color? Because Valderarm says hi. But that was a lot of Sukuya's doing too, though. I'll give you that. Gonna just hard play Gallant, heal one? Sure. Alright, Ukamon search. It was a Dusk and a Tamer. So whatever we grabbed was more important than Dusk and a Tamer. Gotta remember this Gallant is a blocker. Okay, Dusk. Swing mill 3. Puts us at 13. Not big enough to deal with. Not big enough to deal with. Oh, we are gonna block it though. Cool boy effect. Blocking seems wrong there though. No, that's not true. I'm wrong. I'm for sure wrong. Omni is insanely good into Galaxy since Galaxy has no protection. Yeah, that was kind of what my point is. I feel like a lot of the good decks right now can just deal with what Galaxy's doing pretty every turn. Okay, fine. I guess we're being mean. Insane. Wow. All right. I mean, I did say Purple Hybrid loves this matchup. Holy. And this is, as I think this is where, like, man, I think people, like sometimes, I'm not saying, when I say people, I don't mean everybody, obviously. I feel like there are still people that like kind of look at Royal Knights and then the hit to Purge and think it wasn't enough. And I'm like, holy, do we wish we had Purge at 4 right now? You can out the floodgate, but it takes a lot to do it, right? Like, okay, like, yeah, here, bottom deck it, but now we got 5 memory. What are these mills? Is the All Force a blocker? No, right? It's not a blocker. But now Velger is kind of weak. So this is a little bit of a yikes moment for sure. We're probably not going to see like the self-delete recycle. Probably should have done the self-delete recycle, honestly. Wow. Wow, that's so lucky. Oh, make sure you draw your card, buddy. Making sure we do all our effects, I guess. Make sure our opponent does all their effects first. Gonna get the Mimi? Not the Koichi? Not the Koichi? Okay, sure. Okay, Uko. All right, help counter the Digimon Emperor. I like it. Matt, guaranteeing memory setter. Koichi. And then swing Uko. Play second Psychmon. Gallant. The next one was Gallant too. That's crazy. Oh yeah, Royal Knights is cooked. Like we have no Royal Knights underneath our King Drasil. Wait, no, Gauzy, no! No, we didn't need to do that. All right, we finally drew off the Digimon. It took 3 bodies to die before we decided Digimon Emperor was worth it. Discard a card, gain a memory, and then what? Oh, we're just scooping. Yeah, Royal Knight's like, writing was on the wall. Oh wait, that was trash. Sorry, I thought that was his hand. I thought we were scooping. Okay, my mistake. Play Koichi, choke to 1. The deck actually feels so bad with Purge to 1. That's kind of how I felt about it. Like, I play training for 2 and searched for a card. But you get rid of the delay before I can use it, and I still already searched. Yeah, that's fair. Tap Digimon Emperor, yeah. Is it just yeah, no, for sure, Antonio. I don't. Zenitsu didn't quit. At least, yeah, they definitely like took a break, mental reset, you know. The deck actually feels so bad, but it didn't feel that bad at first, but it actually matters a lot. No, 100%. I kept saying like it had to be one of the white cards, right? So we played Leopard, which played Omeka. Yikes. I mean, Purple Hybrid doesn't care, right? Like, just fundamentally, Purple Hybrid does not give a damn. Are they all blockers? How does this Leopard work? Oh, but we might lose our memory. Right. Promote Uko. We go back to 2. So this becomes a memory problem. Interesting. Okay. Gain 1 memory, Uko. And then you just swing Uko. Oh, that. Okay, I mean, maybe we just stick with it. Psych. Huh. Oh, we just didn't want to play around the Leopard, so we decided to take it slow? Okay. I feel like Swing Uko was good there. I thought Swing Uko was really good there. Game dies before Bandai does something that drastic, sadly. I kind of agree. Cool. But Tamer. I also want to clarify this is not just an engineering conversation. Yeah, no, I get that. Full board blockers. Yeah, the board was full board blockers, but I feel like if they block like put like I think there was a route there for Purple Hybrid to like you swing Uko, and if they just pick bad blocks, you win. Not saying that Marcos isn't skilled enough to know what the proper blocks are, but like I feel like there's some really good blocks there that could have watched happen. But taking it slow, Psychmon really does devastate a lot of what we're trying to do. 9, tap 1, gain 1 memory, 6. Oh, we have to get rid of the Psych. Oof. Okay. Gonna lose 2 memory. Gonna gain 1 memory. There's no more eggs. Oh, wait, but we also gave him a triple color body to look at? Now you have to be careful. You have to route this in a way that... Oh, wait, you just win. Lose 3 memory. Uko, you have to block. Discard, gain a memory. Koichi, swing, and we're gonna scoop it up, yeah. All right, fair enough. We took it. We slowed it down. We slowed down the game by playing the psych to kind of guarantee the like. We just didn't. I guess we just didn't want to deal with. We just didn't want to deal with that -2 memory. But I mean, we had the -3. I don't know. Like, I guess the full board being blockers is annoying. So like, just wait a turn. All right, I get it. I get it. Like delay and trash show more disproportional rush versus risk versus reward than tamers. I can agree with that as well, yeah. I think that at the end of the day, my big thing with the whole like tamer interaction is tamer interaction hurts certain decks way disproportionately, right? Like some decks, like, oh, I popped your analog man. Okay. Oh, I popped your one Rika. Okay. Other decks, like, oh, you popped my tamers? I can't play the game anymore. Yeah. Yeah, cool. I feel, yeah, exactly. I'm still okay. I don't know if we're going back to the trainings are cost neutral discussion. I'm still okay with that, for the record. I'm still okay with cost neutral. This is game 2. Purple hybrid, which for the record, chat, like this was a pretty bad, like I guess you could argue that Royal Knights just didn't play the game really, but like in terms of turns, this is kind of what I'm saying. Like Purple Hybrid is kind of like a fair deck now. Like in terms of turns, like Purple Hybrid didn't like completely stomp their opponent, right? Like they just, I mean, floodgates are annoying, 100%. Don't get me wrong, but like it took how many turns for Purple Hybrid to win? I would say a fair amount of turns. And that's like the average Purple Hybrid game. All right, put our opponent to 1. I'm down with that idea, Eagle. That's not an awful idea. I do think you can get overly punished and secure. I think the big thing for most people is when you didn't have to pay for them. I think that for me is like the biggest thing of like you play, you went rookie training turn 1, then your opponent promotes, swings into security, and gives you your second booster training, and you're just like, oh, okay, well, I guess I just win the game now. I think that's overly punishing for your opponent. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm never gonna agree. Like, I know when Eagle says that, that is from the tournament organizer side of Eagle. But nah, I'm not vibing with best of 1. I don't really get it though. As someone has worked their share of events as well. Like, I get it. Digimon events are just so time inefficient. But I mean, other games do best of 3 just fine, so I don't know. All right, this game, Purple Hybrid, is actually like Royal Knights is actually getting stuff done, right? We're seeing an early Omeka deleted, get a source underneath. Or wait, how did we get the source underneath? We just played it and passed? Yeah, I guess that's what happened. Or you can, now we got the Psychmon on board. Purple Hybrid getting kind of greedy a little bit without the Psychmon protection. I feel like they not attacking with that Uko feels like a mistake. It's why but Japan meta is so different on game. Like the thing about Digimon compared to the other card games fundamentally though is that like there's too many non-games. Like because all the other Bandai card games use a more standard energy system, right? In where like you ramp up, right? Like you can't play a 5-drop turn 1, but you will eventually get to play that 5-drop. So like you see a lot more like power progression in those other games, which is why you can play best of 1 because you're almost always going to get to play the game. Digimon, you just like, you still like fundamentally, man, Digimon like didn't see rookie, guess I lose. Like that's to me, and we see it all the time. We see that happen. Like whenever I watch a Japanese tournament, watching that happen live, like just watching somebody not have rookie and lose, it's just like this isn't the game I love, you know what I mean? Like that's not the game I want people to see. But I totally get it from the like again, like other card games do best of 3 just fine. I don't know why it's such a big conversation for Digimon to go to best of 1. But because it's not like Digimon's timed rules are longer, right? What are we, 45-minute rounds? Isn't Yu-Gi-Oh like 50 to 55? Magic's somewhere close to that too. Pokemon, same thing. Like we're not, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think Digimon's doing anything different. It's just Bandai. It's like why trainings and boosts exist, but the delay part was not needed. Would best of 1 be better if it's like Pokemon where you start off with a rookie? I always felt like Digimon could use a ride deck. I'm a big fan of ride deck, like from Vanguard. If any Vanguard nerds are out there, you guys know what I'm talking about. I would love a ride deck in Digimon, personally. Pokemon also has best of 1 store championship style events too. Oh, okay. Fair enough. A ride deck would warp deck design so much? I don't think so. Maybe it would, but like I would love like a big master roll to come down for that. Worlds is a best of 1 format until like top 8 or something, or only the grand finals or something is best of 3. Oh wow, I didn't know that. If I remember correctly, it's always been an ununanimous decision by all players. Oh, unanimous. Is it unanimous? So they all agreed to play best of 1. Huh. What is a ride deck? Vanguard's problem right now, though, is that it can get get a little too formulaic. Is that because of the ride deck, though? I'm not saying we should become Vanguard, right? Like, I'm just saying, like, the ride deck's kind of cool. The ride deck, TLDR, and any Vanguard nerds can help me out here. The ride deck, TLDR, it's kind of like, think Yu-Gi-Oh! Or think any other card game with an extra deck. It's a deck on the side because they also level up in Vanguard. So they have their level 1, 2, 3. I think it's grades in that game. But fundamentally, it is a deck that is on the side that says like you can access it and like you can put you can put an entire evolution line essentially in that deck. One level 2, one level 4, like you get my point. One of each level, and then like you have access to it at any time, and you can. It's like only one copy of each card, right? So you I want to use my ride deck to digivolve into a level 4. You would take it from your ride deck and then digivolve, and then there's like I think you have to like discard a card or something. Because you'd only be able to do it once. Personally. And I'm not saying it should be adapted one for one. But I'm just saying that like in terms of like making it so we like don't just lose games because we didn't see rookie. But if you win the game once is enough, I mean that happens now, right? So nothing changes for the most part, right? It makes things like, if anything, I would argue that it makes things like Gallantmon and Sakuya, like everyone's immediately concerned, like our immediate concern will be like Gallantmon, Sakuya. If they just see the line every time, you just win. But I feel like if that's the case, again, like as obviously we're talking about fairy tale worlds where like suddenly Risu's idea for a ride deck is real, but I would think that a ride deck gets introduced, Sakuya's a problem, Gallant's a problem, I don't know, or Greymon OTK is a problem. I feel like that would shine a light on those decks and as to why they're good, and then Bandai would do something about it. Ideally, but that's just me. Ride deck is for your boss monster, but if you win the game, yo, that sounds hype. I like that. It's broken, but I like it. Why is one Omekamon still on the board? I assume we fixed it by now. How would a ride deck work for a deck like Royal Knights or Purple Hybrid? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying like it'd be perfect, man. I'm just like, I mean, like with Royal Knights, you would get a 4, a 5, and a 6, or a 4, a 6, and a 7, right? Cool. For Purple Hybrid, you'd guarantee. I mean, Purple Hybrid, they run everything but a 7, right? Like when you really think about it, they run rookies, they run 4s, they run 5s, they run 7s, 6s. Sorry. Or like maybe you're allowed to put a tamer in there. I don't know. I don't like, again, like it's not about literally ripping ride decks from Vanguard and putting them in Digimon. It's just just thinking up of ways of like how can we avoid, like that's my main thing. We can be best of one if we get rid of like these scenarios where like, if we just get rid of the chance to just grossly brick, like that's the huge advantage that I feel like the traditional resource system games have, right? Like, sure, I don't know, you drew all 4 costs. You're eventually going to be able to play those 4 costs and keep your turn and make your plays, right? Like in 1P, in all the other Bandai card games, you eventually get to play the game. And bricks still happen. Don't get me wrong. Like Gundam is probably in a weird spot. Like Gundam is probably the closest to like in a weird spot as Digimon is in terms of consistency. But like, I mean, I'm like, at the end of the day, Digimon is probably one of the most consistent games in terms of draw and how many cards you get to see. If you see rookie or you see whatever engine piece is necessary for you, right? Like, if you see rookie, you can probably draw and digivolve your way up into the rest of your game, right? But if you don't see rookie, it flips. The script is completely flipped. Like you just do not play the game. You can challenge you could change mulligan rules. You can still run level 5 Zudo A's. You could do level 7s, go to them with King Drasil is gone. Their ways obviously wouldn't work as much as traditional lines, but that's part of playing Mega Zoo. But Bandai designed some of the decks around how consistent they are. Well, that's the thing though. I'm not okay. Like I don't think that's necessarily a great way to balance your game. Level 2 being able to being playable by themselves would be awesome. Omni's just the best deck if you open it every time. Is it though? You need 2 different 6s, 2 different rookies, and a 7. I guess you have the 7 trash, but like you know what I mean? You need the other 7s to make it work too, and you need tamers to back them up. Again, and I don't know. For me, like I would rather the power. And this comes down to like how I see a ban list should work or how I see things should go forward. And I think like usually when I feel like the way I feel the game should be balanced is like, to me, I'm never trying to attack the consistency. Like if I don't make these kind of videos, right? But if I were to make a video, top 5 cards to see on the ban list, like I would not in generally speaking, I would never hit the consistency of a deck. I would focus on the power ceiling of the deck. That is usually what my arguments come down to when we talk, is like, I am trying to bring down what a deck can do. And I'm okay with I'm okay with decks consistently getting into their boss monsters or consistently achieving their game plan, as long as that game plan isn't just killing me turn 2, right? Like that is my brain. That's what I try to do. Also, Purple Hybrid giving up on the Psychmon means they're going to try to go for game here. And again, the side stacking is annoying because you can't really see the cards. I think side stacking is okay specifically for Royal Knights. Otherwise, I 100% agree with Antonio. I think, funny enough, we had this conversation about V-Passion, about Royal Knights, like a month ago. And I will say it again. I am 1000% okay with side stacking, specifically for King Drasil. And I guess in this case, 7 Gate of the Deadly Sins or whatever. Not okay with it for anything else. Royal Knights doesn't deck out, for the record. Royal Knights is their deck is not that small. They got plenty of cards, yeah. Oh, they deck out because you potentially mill because of the extra colors. Okay, never mind. I see what you're saying. Never mind. It's not about the draw for Digivolve. It's about having all the colors. Never mind. I'm dumb. Excuse me. Gonna block. Mecha goes back in. And yeah, Superior went for game. I mean, this is just such a good matchup for Purple Hybrid, and it only got better for them. So that makes sense. Yeah, this is a pretty bad matchup for this is a pretty bad matchup for Royal Knights. Like, as long as Purple Hybrid can commit to their consistent game plan and see the Psychmons, like we saw the Psychmons and the Gazis just do work, right? Let me see if there's how much conversation I was really missing out on here in chat. Let me see. Digimon have grossly consistent OTKs with a ride deck for sure. Again, like I guess I already read that, but like again, like I don't think my whole ride deck explanation, like the point of that conversation wasn't really like let's literally take ride decks and put them over. It's just how do we get, like I'm trying to see a world. I'm trying to create a world where like I again, me would be okay with a best of one. And the biggest thing for me, I think most people, why best of one just would feel so bad in Digimon is because of those games where, like, again, don't see rookie, didn't get to play the game, GG. While those things still happen in the other Bandai card games, I feel like it's like much less of a thing, much less of a thing. And I don't think I'm off base with that, unless you guys tell me otherwise. But I think I'm pretty close on that. Otherwise, best of three just is more fun, right? Don't hit me with like, but best of three is just more fun. Which I agree, but that's not the point. Like, best of three is more fun for all the games. Best of one sucks because of OTK decks need more control in their format for games to not be over in 5 minutes. Yeah, that too. That too. And grab stuff. They would probably have to break one of their design philosophies and let you go into the deck and grab stuff. Maybe. Best of one is no for Digi. It makes sense for OP. That's the thing. Like, it makes sense for the other Bandai card games. And honestly, like, can it work in... Nah, like, it can't even work in, like, Pokemon. Like, 'cause, like, I know Eagle said that Pokemon is best of one for some tournaments. But... So most people, like, at least the way I understand Pokemon, the most competitive versions of Pokemon are the two, like, but it's always like you go to locals and you're probably playing best of three. Excited. Oh yes. Oh, do we? Oh my God. I did not speak of that once. I'm sorry. That's this weekend, isn't it? I'm an idiot. Oh, yes, Eagle. I think you should have permissions to link it. It should be in the description. Again, oh man, we didn't do any of this. I'm even using an old sign up thing. It's our Eagle's Nest webcam tournament series every Monday at 7:30. Use the Discord links and everything below. And as you guys noticed, there's no Thursdays on this screen anymore. That's because we're changing things here at Eagle's Nest with the new season. With that said, how are we changing those things? We are instead of playing on Thursdays, we are playing a mega monthly. Every month we're trying to plan a tournament. And then our first one is actually, I believe, this weekend. And I think I have it linked in the description below, but let's actually talk about it a little bit. Let's see if I can bring up something. Yes, September 13th, mega monthly. I'm going to put the link in the description, in the comment section right now. EX10 prize. Ooh, EX10 prizing. So I should definitely... Maybe I am going to, I probably should stream more. So I'll probably stream on Thursday for sure and then talk about it more. But probably some Cyber Sleuth. But yeah, link in the description or link in the comment section. Mega Box tournament. Let me see if I can get it on the screen so we can actually like look at it together. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Here. Click. Go to site. All right, bam. And then I'm going to put it here, and then we're going to, where is this? Commentator 2, window capture. Oh, oops. I closed chat. Chat's gone. Oh, no. Okay, we're back. Chat's back. All right. Here we go. You guys look at it. It's on the screen. September 13th. BT22, every event here at Eagle's Nest is a proxy event, so just, the more things change, the more they stay the same. You guys know how it is. We're starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central Time. We're using the new ban list because if people are looking for, especially after this weekend with the new tournament, everybody, the meta's on its head, right? Like, people don't know what to play, and we're just trying to offer, this is the probably going to be like one of the, I don't want to say the biggest tournament, but this is going to be one of people's last chance for Nats to really like get a chance to experience a competitive environment, right? Unless people are trying to keep their decks close to the chest. If you just want practice into this format, definitely September 13th and then into that following Monday are going to be your last chances, right? $30 entry. Eagles is guaranteeing 200 prize wall points. What is 240 prize wall points? What does prize wall points get you? Entire sealed box, 240. So you win exactly a whole sealed box, and that's guaranteed, right? If we don't even hit the 20 people, this is guaranteed. So if you're sitting here and you see that only 5 people have signed up, I'm not going to check because I don't want to spoil. I don't want to be the cause of like disappointment in everybody's eyes. Like this is what he's guaranteeing. So if only 8 people show up, first place still gets a box. So cash money. That's about it. And then from there, as we get more participants, we're going to offer more and more points to players, and then you can cash those points in for all lots. So every 10 points is a booster box, and as you can imagine, 24 points is 24 packs. Shocker. So 2nd through 4th get 8 packs, 5th through 8 gets 6 packs, and then from there it's just only going to go up for more people, and including adding more to the bracket, right? Paying out as we go lower. Because here at Eagle's Nest, something I don't think you guys really appreciate. No, I don't want to say appreciate because it's more of like you guys just don't realize. Eagle tries really hard to set up prizing to where the bubbles don't matter, right? Like we really try super duper hard to make sure that like all X1s get the same prizing. And some like you can't be perfect, so like don't hit me with that. Like you guys already know. There's no it's impossible to be perfect, but Eagle really tries to emphasize making sure that like to the best of our ability that like all X2s get the same pricing, all X3s get the, like etc. Right? So just something to put out there, like the energy to let you guys know. And so we go all the way up to 64 players. And how many boxes is this? This is 3, 6, 3, 20. Wow, I can't do math right now. 8 something is 3 bucks, almost 4 boxes at 64 players. Is that right? 4. No, it's like somewhere between 3 and 4. I'm stupid. 160 to 200, 600, 800. So yeah, almost 4 boxes. Yeah. If we cap, it is 4 boxes. Okay, so I'm not tripping. I feel like I'm tripping though. Right. We're just gonna. Oh, you know what? I'm skipping numbers. It's, it is 4 boxes. I'm dumb. Anyway, chat, everybody. Do I have a sellout screen? Become a channel member, man. It helps me do the things that I do. Really does. And maybe I should add to this, just like add like super chats or whatever other things that you do. What you can do? You can do super chats, you can do stickers, you can do memberships, gifting. So any of that stuff, maybe I should add that to the screen, but it really does help me do what I got to do. Here's the weekly webcam tournament schedule. As I said, Thursdays are now over, and move to our mega monthly tournaments. Digipanda merch, new, check this out. New playmat coming from Digipanda. Check them out. Check it out. I know it's coming. I don't know where we're at with it, but it's a cool mat nonetheless. Riftbound. Maybe we try doing Riftbound on Thursdays instead of Tuesdays. I know it says Tuesdays here, but maybe we make it on Thursdays. I know the Riftbound community's itching to play, and a webcam proxy tournament sounds kind of sick. And that's it. That's all I got. Hey guys, I got any other things to yell at me for? Probably. You got anything else? Anything else before we say goodnight? Let me see. Where is chat? Or just per tourney. You can bank the points too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can bank the points. Maybe Eagle points add up and can be banked. Okay, yeah, I'm sure there might be a cap. That's one of those things where it's like if it's too successful, you might have to bank or cap it, but it doesn't matter. Sad. I still signed up for the event, but Saturday is my friend's birthday. Oh, that blows. Bummer. I mean, next month. Taking Ancient Guard at Dallas. I pray for your success, fellow champion of the light. I guess technically, right? Like we're the light spirit warrior. Okay, done with what I'm working on all day officially, so we can sit and enjoy some. Nice. It's gonna replace our case tournaments too. Oh, interesting. Okay. Rebrand of them. They exist each month. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Fair enough. All right. Anyway, I'm done. You guys done? Hope you guys have a good day. Hope you guys I hope this stream made your guys' day a little bit better, because it definitely made my day a little better. So good night, so long, farewell, adios, and have a good one. Have a good one, man. Yeah, that's it. Bye.